What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter. I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's Ray DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his feedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom Podcast starts now.
What's up? What's going on, you punks? How are you? Welcome, Rock Bottom Podcast. Ray DeVito. I got Kristen Carney with me. How are you, my dear?
I'm hanging in there.
Hell yeah, you gotta hang in there.
Literally.
No, don't do that. Come on. New year, new you. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And,
New year, new cynicism.
Yeah, and shout out Silk City Hot Sauce, silkcityhotsauce.com. I was gonna say put in code ROCKB, but people say it doesn't work. So put in Mud Shark, whatever. Give Chad some money. I don't care. But Pain in the Brain hot sauce. That's my hot sauce. Pain in the Brain. I gotta hit up Jeff Levine and see what's going on with my code. Why is my code not working? But Pain in the Brain hot sauce. Check it out. It's good stuff.
Does it cause pain in the butt? Is it that hot? That could also
it's pretty
cause
hot. Pain in the Brain. It's got ghost peppers in it. It's pretty hot, but I like things pretty hot. It's not insanely hot. First time I tried it was on Jim and Sam. I made the best 10 clips of the year on Jim and Sam. Take that.
Yeah.
Take that, Carl from WATP, who said I stunk on that show. I was top 10.
Was it because you cried because it was so hot?
No, they were all trying my hot sauce. I just literally got it that morning. And then so I brought it on to SiriusXM with me. And then we tried it on air. It was delicious. Ian, Laura, and Karen Feeney were on the episode with me. And then we all sat around and sang Frankie Valli songs for the next hour and a half.
Sounds like a typical podcast. Hot sauce
got my Guido gold chain out.
Oh, I love it. I got my Guido pinky ring on. I always have to have my Guido pinky ring.
And for everyone that asks, yes, I'm Dickie, Lardy, Wiki. Yes, I had relatives that were connected in some way. I would get Hugo Boss clothing. When I say it fell off the truck, that meant you don't ask where it came from. You're just like, thank you. I will take it.
Right. You were wearing the same sweatshirt the last time I did your podcast.
Oh, God damn it.
Do you have another sweatshirt?
I got a few sweatshirts, but I just happen to like it. I happen to like it. I got topics today. People give me grief. They don't have topics. People say don't have topics, but then the other shows, Nobody Likes Onions is sitting there covering down everything I talked about on the podcast I did yesterday. So apparently I have topics and everyone's breaking down what I do on shows. So yes, I have topics. I come with topics. I produce topics, and that's what I do, man. I gotta keep it moving, as they say. Super happy fun chatter. Which 20-year-old girl comic has Ray got tonight? Kristen Carney.
Yeah, I mean, when I get on stage, I say I'm Kristen. I'm a comic. It's hard to do comedy when you're not funny. So keep doing the quotations. I'm totally down with it.
Yeah, people don't understand. They don't understand comedy and the fact that, like, yes, apparently you cannot have female colleagues unless you're trying to get with them, according to some people that listen to podcasts. Like, what? There's a woman on Clearly.
No, we've already hooked up. We
already did it, dude.
This is how I got on your show. I aim low for the casting couch.
Yeah, and so we already did it. It was fantastic. I sweat too much. That was her one complaint.
Yeah, I thought it was just me being wet, but apparently it was you just sweating. Yeah, I was not that turned on.
People are like, Kristen, did he get you wet? It's like, he got me too wet. My entire body was wet. That's how sweaty this freaking Dago is. He just sweats all over the place. A big, sloppy, sweaty guinea, and just sweated all over the place. So no more sex with this guy. And it's like, touche. So I sweat so much it kept slipping out. That's what happened. It's just too much lubrication, too much.
No, it's because I'm too big. Nothing can stay in there.
Nothing could stay in.
You
I
put a
tried.
tuba up there.
I tried. I did put a tuba up there.
Oh yeah, you did. Right.
I did. That was me. I'm the one with the tuba. You're like, do you even play the tuba? I'm like, you'll see why I need it. You'll see why I need it.
Now you do. Now you play it.
Yeah. Now I play the tuba. I'm pretty good at the tuba now.
Yeah.
I learned how to play it. Jules David, who's in the house. Ray, any update from TJ Miller about him coming to a? Oh, you wanted me to ask TJ Miller about going to Atlantic City? I'm assuming TJ Miller's probably got a gig that night. I will hit TJ Miller up about doing my podcast. I will hit TJ Miller up about that, Jules David, but I don't think he's going to randomly come. All right, here's the thing. I'm most likely going to go to Atlantic City, but I was asked, there's a chance I might be doing Helium in Philadelphia if for some reason the Eagles do make the Super Bowl, because I might be doing the show there. That's called, they get a budget headliner, meaning no one's going to go because the Eagles are going to be in the Super Bowl. So I was reached out to like my availability if the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, which I've never headlined a Helium before. So if the Eagles are there, because it's Philadelphia, so no one's going to go to a comedy show normally in Philadelphia. Like, you got to really hate football, to go. But here's the other thing: if the Browns are on the Super Bowl, I'm not doing anything Super Bowl, so I'm watching the fucking Cleveland Browns.
I'm watching the Bills in the Super Bowl. They're going this year. This is it. This is their year.
We'll see. I mean, hopefully. All right, I got this. I got this for you. Again, I got topics, but here.
Well, first, I wanted to say about Atlantic City. I saw Kevin Brennan or Chad Zumach said that I was going. Kate Meaney asked me to go, or said, come to Atlantic City with me. And I said, well, if the Bills aren't in, I'm willing to go. So then Kevin Brennan was told by Chad Zumach that I was going to Atlantic City. And Kevin Brennan's like, oh, now everybody's coming, like the party at your house. It's like, you don't only invited 2 people. I'm like, I don't even really want to go. So
what?
Well, I mean, I would go if the Bills weren't in there, but like, it's not like I'm like begging to get in and hang out with you guys. But Kate asked me to go and I was like, sure. But it made it sound like I was like, ooh, I want to come. It was like, no, I guess sure. Why not? Anyway, I just wanted to clear the air there that I'm not.
Yeah, I'll talk about AC a little bit. Well, I didn't know it. You know Tracy Carnazzo? We all love Tracy Carnazzo.
I don't know.
She's hilarious. She's got a great podcast. She's doing better than all of us. She tours with Hannah Berner. Her and Hannah Berner have been doing theaters. Have been doing like selling out theaters around the country. I didn't even know this. I was just talking to her on New Year's Eve, and she's like, what are you doing on New Year's Eve? I go, Brennan asked me to jump on his podcast. I'm like, you want to jump on? She's like, sure, I'll put on a face. So I sent her the link. She jumped on. She just happens to be in Atlantic City because her and Hannah Berner are doing the Hard Rock that weekend. They're doing the little theater in the Hard Rock, or the stage. Not a theater, wherever.
Yeah. I figure it's a stage-ish.
So she's going to be there anyways. So, yeah, I guess, I mean, if you guys want to go see the Gino and Chad, go ahead and see it. I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. So there is a legit comedy show going on in Atlantic City that weekend. Hannah Berner and Tracy Carnazzo at the Hard Rock Casino. Here's where I bring up the Bills. So this one, I sold hot dogs at Cleveland Stadium. It was the Browns versus the Bills. 1990. The Browns won that game. Eric Metcalf returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Clay Matthews intercepted the pass in the end zone to seal the deal. Ronnie Harmon dropped what would have been the game-winning touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. And then after that game, the Buffalo Bills lost. Then they went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls.
Right.
We all know the story there. But I went to the Bills locker room and literally got the entire team. This is all Buffalo Bill players.
Wow.
That's Cornelius Bennett, Hall of Fame linebacker. There's Bruce Smith. Jim Kelly's on here somewhere. There's Andre Reed. You can just see the 83, which is Andre Reed. Butch
Little
Roll.
Thurman Thomas.
Thurman
on there.
Thomas is on here. Keith McKellar. Ronnie Herman, who dropped the game-winning touchdown, signed my program after for some reason he was he was a nice guy, but yeah, Ronnie Herman signed it. Yeah. There's 33. Who's 33? But he signed it. I can only see the numbers.
I thought Thurman Thomas was 33.
He might have been 33. There's a picture of Andre Reed. I even got him to sign the picture inside the program.
Nice.
Yeah, so the Buffalo Bills were very nice. And here you go. For all the Guidos out there, Frankie Valli. We all know that Frankie Valli. Signed Frankie Valli.
I just thought that was you.
No, and then in the back, I had made his backup singer sing the back when I was a little kid. All right, enough of that stuff. We got topics.
Was that one of your topics?
No, that was not. I was just pointing out that the Buffalo Bills. But yeah, I'll most likely be in Atlantic City. But if for some reason I'm not, like it's because I got other stand-up comedy things going. 2 topics: hemorrhoids and Hanesha. Please discuss, Ray. I don't know what hentai. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it. I don't know. But thank you, JM. But yeah, thankfully no hemorrhoids. Christ, this boring broad is a banter coach. Oh, that's right. That's right. You help dudes date.
I help dudes like this guy. I help losers chat with women.
Oh, they're the loser, not me.
Yeah,
right?
This guy. Yeah, guys like him.
He's actually a nice guy. He's not a loser. I am a loser. Mr. Ray, Mr. Ray. This guy's a loser right here. Happy New Year, everyone. Everyone except Ray. F you, Ray. Jesus. My Lord, Mr. Ray, Ray. Mr. Ray, Ray, here he comes again. How long before he starts singing Weezer songs in her face? Jesus, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Everybody just come on. It's gonna be a while. I'm not in a Weezer singing mood right now.
What's your go-to Weezer song? Is it Sweater?
No. I like my favorite Weezer song of all time is the one they did with Key of Awesome with my buddy Mark Douglas. He did a song Anastasia with them for his wife Anastasia on their anniversary. So yeah, if you put in Key of Awesome on YouTube and watch Key of Awesome Weezer, you'll hear that song. But that's my buddy Mark and them. But I like off Pinkerton. I don't want to be the low man. I don't want to be a low man anymore.
I only know the Blue album. What was that one called?
The Blue album is
It
called.
was called right. Okay.
That's what My Name is Jonas and everything.
Yeah. That was a trick question for you.
Dr. Chow, the Mega G. Any updates on the made-up girlfriend tonight, Ray? I do not have a girlfriend. So, yes, if I did have a girlfriend, I would have to make her up, but I do not have a girlfriend. So, I don't have that, Dr. Chow, the Mega G. Will Kristen talk about her time dating? Wait a minute. You dated Chad Zuma?
No. He and I don't know. Someone said we should date, and I said no immediately. And then I think he hated me or something like that afterward. So essentially that was like dating, because that's how dating goes. Basically, it's like someone kind of likes you and then the other person hates you, and then you never talk again. So in a way, yes, we dated, but no, we never.
Oh, you got in a fight with that guy online for real?
No, I don't know. Like he got mad at me or something. I have no idea. I think he unfollowed me, and I almost felt honored because I was like, I feel like that's just what he does. I feel like if he continued to follow me, I would be left out. So it made me feel important that he hated me for a minute. I don't know if he still does.
Yeah.
I lose sleep about it every night.
No, just let Chad be Chad. Just appreciate him from a distance. And I wish him the best.
Is he still in Tampa?
Yes, he's still in Tampa.
He like epitomizes Tampa to me. That's the perfect city for him. I don't even know why. I don't know Tampa that well, but if I picture Tampa, I picture a Chad Zumock.
Well, here's what's interesting about the Chad. Like, we started comedy on the same night in Kent, Ohio. And that night of that comedy show, and I've talked about this with him back when we were like friendly on Brennan's podcast. And I was just like, he went on stage, he wore a motorcycle helmet, and then ran his head into a giant old television and glass shattered everywhere. He knocked himself unconscious, had to be, they called an ambulance. I don't know if I always say they put him in a stretcher and they put his helmet next to him and they carried him off into the stretcher.
That
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not.
Well,
But,
it explains the brain damage.
yeah, but a Cleveland comic, I was at the Funny Stop last week, and they listened to the roast battle Chad and I did on MLC, and they were like a lot of them like listened to. I won, by the way. I won pretty handedly.
I assume.
And then one of the comics said, "Hey, I heard I heard this story from another comic that when Chad first started doing comedy." And they said the comic's name. I'm not gonna say the comic's name because Chad's gonna like call him up and me like, "What are you saying this for? What are you saying?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, so and so told me about how Chad," and I guess he did it more than once, which I don't know. I only saw him do it once, where he put on a helmet and ran his head into a glass television. I think all television screens were glass back then, and shattered the glass. But apparently, according to this comic, another comic told him about him doing it another time. So I don't know if that was like a running thing he did for a while, or he just had an ambulance on speed dial and be like, "Here we go. Hello, ambulance. I'm about to do it again. Is this Chad Summit?" Yes, it is.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. All of his money just goes toward ambulances.
Ambulance and TVs. It's like the Dire Straits video. Like, I want my damn TV. And he just like ran it. He just like
he puts Gallagher to shame. He was just smashing watermelons. Chad smashing his head.
Well, in the Dire Straits video, remember, like they did that, and then the guy actually went inside the TV. So maybe Chad thought he was going to magically go inside the TV. But
it's the only way he could get on TV.
Yeah, it's the only way
he's like, "Oh, I did stand up on TV," because he was like standing on a TV. Yeah, that's the only way.
He had to be like the Kool-Aid man. And it's just like, "Here come Kool-Aid." Right. Like come bursting in. It's like, "Hey, I'm on TV now. It's me."
He's the un-Kool-Aid man.
Oh, he's definitely not. None of us are cool. He was cool in high school, apparently. I wasn't cool. I'll admit, I am not cool. I wasn't cool then. I'm not cool now.
Does not surprise me.
Never cool. Never cool.
I was bullied in high school. I was not cool in high school at all.
I think everyone was bullied in high school in some degree.
Yeah, no, I know. But mine was, I had to switch schools and shit. Like, it was bad.
Oh, for real? Oh, tell me that story. What the hell happened?
Well, it was, like a group of girls since I was in like 4th grade. I'm from a small town. I blossomed, I guess you could say, but I had giant glasses, like an afro. I was a nerdy looking kid, but I was really nice. And so the girls that they were bullying, I stood up for. So then I became the main target. So I was like,
That's how I got bullied. I stood up for kids getting bullied. And then they ended up beating me up.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. So, it was just, it started with like writing things about me in the bathroom. And then my nickname was Rat Girl. And so every time I'd walk by, they'd make like a rat sound. And then eventually they started like tailgating me home to where they were like this on my bumper and my hands would just be like trembling.
Oh, you were driving?
Yeah. And they would be harassing me, like following me around town, basically. And then, there were threats, all that kind of stuff. So eventually my mom was like, you're out of there. So I switched schools, but then I went back for my senior year once I was like cool and confident and was just like,
wait,
fuck
you had
guys.
A car? I didn't have a car until I was like, and the only reason why I got a car, I bought it off my cousin when I was like a year out of high school. And I bought it off him for $150 because I had $150. It was a 1987 Dodge Aries. It was a piece of shit. It had there was no grill. It was a gray car with no grill, had a yellow bumper, but I just bought a car for $150. It ran. It didn't.
I basically picture like the car version of from Dumb and Dumber, their motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
Like that's your car. That's what I picture.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But then my parents were mad because I didn't know that just because you own a car, now you have to buy car insurance.
Yeah.
So they were mad at me because all right, well now you got to buy car insurance,
which is more expensive than your
way
car.
Way more expensive than the car.
Yeah.
So my dad was like pissed at me because I live with them, so now it's on their plan.
Right.
But I got a car, and then they let me drive their car because you can't ride around on that piece of shit. So I ended up selling it back to my cousin for $100.
You're a real
and-
businessman. You really know how to make a profit.
So I didn't, but yeah, I remember I got that car and then I immediately drove it. I didn't even have car insurance or anything. Didn't know how car insurance worked or it was a thing. Now I take it back. I was a senior in high school and then I got a job delivering pizzas right there on the spot because it's like, yeah, sure.
And
They
that's what
didn't
you
see
still
my
do
car.
today.
I wish I was delivering pizza. Are you kidding me? I'll take a delivery job instead of doing this crap any day of the week. Chad lied. We talking about the same Chad? Yeah. Super happy fun chatter. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to live. That's a Weezer song.
Oh yeah, I know the song.
Yeah, apparently if you want to get a woman if you want to upset a woman on my show, all you got to do is say you don't have fat arms. But any woman that sees that, they say that to every woman and they're like, what? I really do.
I know. Well, I know the whole, I'm friends with Kate Meaney. And so I know the whole fat arm thing. And I feel like it's horrible. It's awful. People do that. She's so beautiful. She has like a perfect body. When I don't go out with her that often, but when we go out, men flock to her. I feel like maybe I am an ugly old hag, but like, I feel like an ugly old hag and men are just like all over her. So for the record,
I think you guys would both. I don't.
Well, I mean, the combination of us together, I think, kind of helps. But like, I don't get approached when I'm by myself. But when I'm with her, it's just she'll shoo guys away. She'll literally go, no.
Wow, I wish I had that option to shoo women away. To be like, no, thank you. No,
but then I end up looking like the nice one because I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you're not as ugly as she's making you feel.
They say that.
No, I don't say. No, I don't. I'm kidding. I don't say that, but I try to make them feel not so bad because she really just like. But it's funny to watch her. Just, I would never. I don't have the balls.
Yeah, I'm always nice. Like when a woman's like overly nice, I'm still nice. Even if I'm not interested, I'll still be nice to the lady.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be friendly. Your Uncle Stokes. The name of your hot sauce could use some work. Gout bomb or hemorrhoid rage. Maybe it's pain in the brain, homie. It's pain in the brain. Fred Harper did the artwork. It's cool artwork. It's good. It's been out there for a while. But maybe because I don't have a promo code that works. People are like, hey, I put in your promo code. It's not working. And I'm like, all right, well then put in Mudshark because Chad's work. And by the way, I guess Chad did an episode talking about how shitty my apartment was in Astoria. Even though he crashed there 25 times. If anyone wants to know about my apartment in Queens, just go watch the original Rock Bottom podcast with Bob Biggerstaff. We recorded them all from that apartment in my bedroom. This bedroom that was so, Chad said, yes. So any comic that was on those early episodes of the podcast, that's back before there's StreamYard. We would record them in my bedroom. I was pretty lucky. I had a giant bedroom. I had a porch in my bedroom. Yeah, we had porn stars in there. Kelly Provocateur, Sin Sage, Wonder Tommy. These fitness chicks that like do porn videos.
Thank God for that. That now you can see you've had some action in your bedroom.
Yeah, well, I got laid in my bedroom pretty good. I
did. Did you?
Yeah, in Astoria, I did very well.
Yeah,
I did very well for myself in Astoria.
Yeah,
it's a pretty nice.
Manhattan, apartment. Not so much, but Astoria is.
No, that's because I lived in Astoria.
Yeah.
You act like Astoria sucks. Astoria is fucking dope.
No, I like Astoria. I've been going there basically every weekend to watch the Bills game because there's a Bills bar there. I'm friends with a couple guys in Astoria, and I like it.
Yeah, no, Astoria is dope, man. Astoria is great. When I go back there, I'll do comedy shows at Snowdonia because they're my friends, and you're welcome to do one if you want. Like I used to live next door to Snowdonia, and then we would do a comedy show. And then Bob and I would bring a couple of comics back to my place and we do a podcast. So so there's plenty of comics you can ask about my apartment. Was it the greatest? Was the nicest? I'm not going to say that, but it's a pretty dope apartment. It's pretty dope. But Chad had no problem sleeping there. He had no problem taking and then he was like, yeah, Ray, I slept at his house 0. He slept at my apartment in Astoria a zillion times. And then he also slept at my sister's place in Cleveland a few times. So for him to be like, yeah, Ray's gonna hit you up, he's gonna want all right, stop talking noise. Why are you talking this noise? But yes, I'm fine with my hot sauce name. I think she's accurate. Chad is Tampa and Carney.
He is. He
Yeah,
is. It
yeah.
fits so perfectly.
Well, this is the MVP of the whole stream right here coming up. I just saw this come in. This is my dude right here. And if he goes to everyone, turn on your memberships. Vaping Dago's the shit, gifting 20 memberships. Dude, thanks so much, dude. Yeah, Vaping Dago's the shit. Northeast Ohio guy, fucking cool as shit. Thank you, buddy. And again, offer stands any night, not that you want to hang out with me, but you're in Northeast Ohio any night. Steak dinner on me, dude. That's the least I could do. The least I could do, Vaping Dago. Unfortunately for you, you have to hang out with me while it happens. I don't know if you want to hang out with me while it happens, but yeah, we'll get an Uber. I'll get an Uber, and yeah, we'll have some fun. It'll be dope as shit. Yeah, but yeah, Vaping Dago's a good. All right, we got some topics. Did you? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull this up in the other. So you watched 90210, right? The show?
I did, but I'm young. I don't remember it that well, but I did watch. I know Ian Ziering got attacked by them. Yeah.
I want to see if first of all, I'm going to see if the video's on TikTok because I don't know. I know you could play. I know you can play videos on TikTok just because I don't want to like bring up some news source. Well, what do you know? Because you do.
Hey, fuck off, Sheriff Numbskull. I don't have that big of a head. He said you need an elevator. A very small mini elevator. I'm really, the thing is, like, I don't want to put out what I'm self-conscious about because that, like, with Kate with her arms, they'll just like call me like long face or something. But I'm always like, I wish I had a shorter face. Like I go like this.
Yeah. Can I show DMZ?
Yeah,
can I show TMZ on this thing, or can I show TMZ on my stream, or will that like that's not cool to do?
I don't know if they would censor that. Is this going to go on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I want to show the video. Did you see the video?
I did. I saw it. He ran. They were like attacking him. He ran to the other side of the street and they basically scattered.
Well, all right. I'm going to show just a little bit. I don't know, people in the chat, if I'm allowed to show this or if I'm not allowed to show this. But I want to show just so you guys have some context of what's going on. You're perfectly young lady. Don't tell any sheriff that was funny. Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to show it or not. But essentially what happened, Ian Ziering, I mean, I'll show it for... No, Decline knows like show it. No. But yeah, it's like a gang of midgets. I don't know if I'm allowed to show TMZ's clips. But all right, I'm going to show it and then I'm going to like take this stream down. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. But essentially what happened with Ian Ziering is, so there's like a bunch of, they're on the Hollywood Strip, and one person on a mini bike, like kind of, and they look like they're like kids or like teen, they look shorter than him. And like the one like kind of hits his car, so he gets out and he does like kind of, he shoves the one person and then they all like just come, like literally like 6 of them, and they just start, they look like the Ewoks attacking a fucking stormtrooper. That's what it looks like. It looks like 6 Ewoks attacking a stormtrooper. They start punching him and everything, and he like ran across like he's Earl Campbell dragging tacklers across to the other side of the street. So the video's online. I'm not going to show the video because I don't know what I'm allowed to show or not show. But he's all right. But apparently, like, that's a thing that they do.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this, but it's funny to me because I feel like Ian Ziering, if I'm saying his name right, was the least popular on the show. And
Steve Sanders, he was like the jock. He was like the guy you weren't supposed to really root for.
Right. And it's just funny that he got attacked out of all, like, well, obviously Luke Perry can't get attacked because he's dead, but out of all of the cast members to get attacked, it was him. Because I always felt bad for him because I felt like he was never liked the way he should have been liked. So
I thought he's great on the show. I love 90210.
He was my favorite. I had a crush on him.
Yeah. So I think initially he was like supposed to be like the rich, too good for everything kid. and they end up being like a cool character.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like he's the one that dated Kelly Taylor. Like it was Kelly Taylor's ex-boyfriend. So like that's what he was supposed to come in to kind of be like the bad guy.
Yeah.
But he was like actually like a cool dude. He wasn't a dick. Like I think the first couple seasons, that's what then they saw that people actually liked him. And they're like, and then I think they just changed the script on him. Same thing with Brian Austin Green. Like Brian Austin
right, yeah.
Green was supposed to be like the
The
nerd.
bad boy. Oh, yeah, he was the nerd. Yes,
he
he
was
was
the
the
nerd. He
nerd.
was like the nerd. And
Yeah.
then ended up being like a pretty cool dude. And he ended up becoming like one of the main characters. And then like his other dork friend ended up like they let this dork buddy be such a dork that he like accidentally shot himself because he's like playing around with guns. He's like, isn't this cool? Like, and they kind of made Brian Austin Green like one of the cool kids because like, so I think they like tried to pigeon these characters as like, here's someone you're supposed to hate. But then people watch it like, I actually don't hate that guy. So I think they got it wrong, 90210, because no one hated Brian Austin Green and no one hated Steve Sanders. Like we were supposed to hate him.
You were supposed to hate Shannon Doherty, but she's like gone through cancer and everything. Seems like the nicest person on the planet.
I don't think people hated Shannon. She was like the second main character.
She was supposed to be the mean girl or the whatever. I mean, I was so
she
young.
Wasn't supposed to be the mean. She was from the whole story was her and Jason Priestley were twins and they moved from Minnesota to Beverly Hills. So they were supposed to be like the fish out of water in Beverly Hills.
I think you're wrong. I think
so they were the ones you were supposed to root for. Maybe it changed over the years, but they were the ones originally you're supposed to root for. But the Ian Ziering thing, like it's insane if you watch that footage. They're literally like it looks like Earl Campbell dragging tacklers across the field in an old like 1979 Houston Oilers video.
Yeah. Well, that's like what Josh Allen does. He'll keep going and going and going until the sideline. But did he do something at all in the car to like, not that it's justified, but did he cut them off or was there a motive?
I think it was like blocked in traffic, but I think here's the one thing I will say that does not make Ian Ziering look good. The only thing that he benefits from is the rest of them started attacking him after it. So it looks like they were trying to initiate a reaction from him, which kind of indicates Steve Sanders. I'm calling him Steve Sanders. I'm not calling him again, which kind of vindicates Steve Sanders because like it seemed like the one like hit his car on purpose and then like stopped in front of his car so his car couldn't move. And he's like, move. What's going on? And the person wouldn't move. So like kind of shoved him like, all right, goodbye. But then the second he did that, like 8 other like mini, like I'm assuming they're teenagers.
Yeah.
Came up to him and started like throwing punches. So it looked like they were all in on it together. Like they were just all there to cause chaos. And they all look young. So they have no idea what Beverly Hills 90210 is.
Yeah.
So they just like started attacking them. And then like the video just shows him like fighting off like 6 of them as he's like they're like hanging on to him as he's like walking across the other side of the street.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like kind of like he looked badass. He kind of looked like the Hulk or something when he was getting away from like, it made him look kind of tough and sexy in a weird way. But I mean, who are these people? And like, can we do something to them? Like, can they, no, they're young and they're just going to get away with it. And this is like a new thing. Like I have this fear, 'cause I feel like I have a punchable face and I genuinely fear when I'm on the train or taking the train that someone's going to walk up and punch me in the face or like a gang is just going to like kick me to the ground. Like
that's Ian. He's the guy right there in the front. He's the one in the front. And then the other ones are like just hanging on him. Like they're all like chasing him down. So I won't show the video. I could show a picture, I'm sure. But like that's essentially what they're doing. And it's pretty insane. It looks pretty. And I'll tell you what, Ian looks pretty good for being like 60 years old.
Is he 60?
Yeah, or 59.
Wow, he looks great.
Yeah, and he like kind of looks the same on top of it. So
yeah,
I mean, kudos. Sorry he had to deal with it. And his 12-year-old daughter was in the car the whole time.
I hate everybody. I hate this world.
But yeah, the only thing the fact that he shoved it, but I guess if the person wouldn't move and the person was trying to instigate him, where it's like, all right, can you move? But it looks like the one person was trying to start something. So because if you see, the rest of them come up after the fact.
Right.
So it's almost like the one is there trying to get him to hang out there so they can instigate something with Ian Ziering or Steve Sanders. So I don't know what, and they're all wearing helmets on purpose because I think they don't, but they're literally like punching them and everything. So
Well, he should be grateful because it made him relevant again for a little bit.
I'm rooting for him. I like Steve Sanders. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Steve Sanders fan. I think if Cobra Kai would have stuck around, I think what would have been great if they would have brought back like other like actors from that, like Steve Sanders. Like I just moved here from 90210 type thing.
Yeah.
And his name is still Steve Sanders. I thought that, yeah. So I don't know. JM, thoughts on Claudine Gay's resignation, hashtag topic. I don't know who Claudine Gay is.
The Harvard
Oh,
woman.
yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
So the first thing, they were not going to make her resign. And now, like, I guess they're making her resign.
Was she supporting Palestine and stuff? Is that what the whole thing was with her? Why is she?
No,
why is she resigning?
She wasn't necessarily supporting Palestine. I think she just wasn't condemning Palestine, just more like a little more neutral about the whole thing. I think it was more that. I could be wrong. I don't know, but it was more like, which I do get it because I've been in New York City and I met some people from Palestine that were like, yeah, this is kind of like, they think our entire country, that's like if you're from Canada and like, let's say Canada, there was a terrorist group from Canada doing something in the United States. And it's like, all right, all of Canada is a terrorist group. And it's like, and people from Palestine were more like, no, not everyone in this country is a terrorist. Like there just happens to be a terrorist group. So I think like that's and again, I don't want to be the voice of reason speaking on this. I don't know that. But I think like, but from the people I've talked to in New York City that.
Yeah. Sorry. I just see the comment. It was she got in trouble for plagiarism.
Oh, for plagiarism?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I remember hearing that, but I didn't obviously.
So her response.
Right, she plagiarized her response, I'm guessing.
And you're in Harvard? Yeah, you can't do that, dude. All right, what's oh, this might be one of those you gotta buy, you gotta like pay $50 if you want to read this article.
Yeah.
So Harvard's president Claudine Gay announced her resignation on Tuesday after presidency had become engulfed in crisis over accusations of plagiarism of what some called her insufficient response to anti-Semitism on campus after the Hamas-led attacks on Israel. I want to see what she plagiarized. A junior had said, yeah, I don't know the plagiarizing. I'm not going to buy the article for $25. I'm not going to pay $25 to see exactly what she plagiarized. But yeah, I guess, yeah, if you're at Harvard, like if you're at community college, you can get in trouble for plagiarizing. But you're Harvard. Like if you're at Tri-C and you plagiarize, you're gone.
Well, I just read quickly before we started taping, it was a headline that she's going to still be making $900,000 a year. I don't know for how many years, but she's still going to make her almost $1 million. But I just saw the headline. So it sounds like a great deal. I'd love to get in trouble for something and then get $1 million.
Yeah, but you can't plagiarize if you're Harvard. I think that's like something like Harvard doesn't even like consider their president to do.
Well, who can you plagiarize that's smarter than Harvard? So it's like you have to like dumb down if you're plagiarizing. I mean, Yale, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Dr. Chow, the Mega G, did you grab the pool hall chicas cha-chas yet? Oh, that's my lady friend that I've been talking to. We're doing fine. She's out there kicking ass in pool leagues. That's all I'll say. She's doing it. She's got a lot of poles in her hand. That's what
I think that's why you like her, the pole.
The poles. Yeah,
like, yeah. Put it up here. That's my impression of you.
Well, that's a one thing that like I don't know how serious like it could possibly, because she's like in pool leagues, so she's in bars with a bunch of dudes all the time. So I don't know. But then she's the one that like, well, and I don't want anything serious from anyone right now anyways. But yeah, but she's a nice lady. It's nice to hang out with a lady friend, if that makes sense. It's nice to have a lady friend.
That's why I like to hang out with you.
Yeah, I'm the lady friend.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mr. Ray. Ray, reenact the clip with your bobbleheads of the midgets trying to. Yeah, I did. I showed a picture. That's the best. That's the best I could do. Decline host. You're upset because I didn't show. Because I didn't show the clip. I can't show the clip. I don't know the rules of the internet. They're trying to cancel me. Oh, wait a minute. He was in Sharknado, which was so yeah. So he did.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
He burned 5 midgets with his car cigarette lighter. I'm sure he did. No gas. Ziering got out of his car and punched a biker. Then his friends came along and kicked his ass. By the way, MLC New Year was 100. You and Tracy had fun with Mr. Kill Everything. Thank you. It was a good time. Yeah, we had a great time on New Year's Eve. I had fun. I'm glad Tracy just happened to call me, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Nothing really." I'm like, "All right, jump on this with me. Let's have some fun." And she does and she gets the MLC thing. She rolls with it, and yeah, she's very and she's helping me out a lot. There's some podcast stuff that that she's helping me out with and stuff. But yeah, she's always been a good friend of mine. Fellow, even though she says she doesn't live in Astoria, she lives somewhere close to Astoria. But yeah, Tracy's great. But yeah, she knows this podcast world better than I do by a wide mile, better than everyone in this Dabbleverse. So yeah, she's my coach. She's my life coach. She's coaching me, whether she likes it or not. But you're right. No, I did see that too. Like, I don't know if that's what started the fact that he started the shoving. So I don't know what happened exactly before the shoving. Because the first thing you see is Steve Sanders shoving the one person on the scooter. So you are right. But then the second he shoved one, 19 of them came. So I don't know if it was a job to get this guy annoyed. And then they all because they came immediately before he shoved them, they started coming that direction. So it seems like it was kind of orchestrated a little bit by the people on the scooters. So it's weird because I ride a bicycle. If someone punches one guy in a bicycle, I'm not automatically going to be like, what's going on? I'm going to be like, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not going to make it my business. So I'm not going to run over I'm going to start punching this guy because he punched a guy in a bicycle. So
they were on scooters, not on bicycles.
They were on scooters. They were
that's so goofy. Yeah. Imagine thinking you're tough and being on a scooter. You can't have both. Either you're on a scooter and you're a nerd, or you're not on a scooter and you're tough.
No, I think they kind of knew what they were doing because they're all wearing helmets too. Not just helmets, but helmets that cover their face. So
yeah, but the scooter brigade, ooh,
no,
really
they seem to be. No, I mean they kind of knew what they were doing, whatever, because they all came immediately and they were all wearing shit that covered their face. There's a lot of people that ride scooters in New York City. None of them are covering their face. I don't.
Right.
I haven't
That's
seen
what I'm
any
just
of that
saying. It's just the dichotomy of how lame a scooter is, and then how tough you think you are with a bandana on your face. It's
it's not that. I think they're doing it on purpose to try to rile someone up to do something.
Yeah. No, I know they're instigators for sure.
I think they were. I think they were trying to instigate something. Just look like they all had shit covering their face.
Yeah, that's you don't just have it covering your face.
That's one person. That's one person in a ski mask coming up and starting some shit with you. And the next thing you know, 15 other people also wearing ski masks come up and starting shit with you. It's all right, something's going on here. Something's conspired amongst these 15 people wearing ski masks that they all started doing something. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to bring logic into the thing. So I don't give a shit if it's a scooter or not. I don't think they're scare us because I think they were trying to initiate something with someone. It just happened to be Steve Sanders from 90210. That's what I think. So yes, I don't look at someone on a scooter there, but they're motorized scooters. You see them in New York City. Those things move pretty fast.
Yeah, they do.
They're quicker than a car if you're just starting.
Right. I just don't. It's just goofy. It's just a goofy image. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's faster than even a motorbike because they literally just press a button and it's boom.
Yeah,
they're off. So
I wish they would go boom right directly into a brick wall.
But the fact that they were all there is kind of suspicious. That's all.
Oh yeah, of course. It's nefarious. They were,
so I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to start something with someone. It just happened to be Steve Sanders from 90210.
Imagine if they started it with you.
I don't think I would get out of that, but I think they look at me and I'm not someone that has money, so I think they wouldn't care. I think he looks like he might have some money, so like they might have like started. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, I get it. Plagiarism. You are wrong. Yes, it was plagiarism. I get it. I found that out. I found that out after the fact. You still in the chat, Kristen? Race taken now. Sorry.
Well, we already touched upon this. But I mean, like, I'm at the point where I am so desperate. Chad actually doesn't look that bad.
There you go, Chadley.
If there's one person left on Earth, I actually would probably be like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
If it was him.
Broccoli, I see your super chat. I'm not going to read it, but apparently someone's stream sniping me now. Good for them.
I know Reavertown.
What's that?
Sorry, nothing. I'm responding to someone in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put it up, but what do I care? But yeah, I guess Gino and Kiana and Canoe are stream sniping me. Thank you, Broccoli, for the $2. I don't get these stream sniping. Good.
What does stream sniping mean?
That means they're like watching the show on their channel.
While they're streaming?
Yeah, hopefully adding commentary, because otherwise like they get in trouble by the YouTube peoples. So allegedly, but also really. 90210 was pure Gino and errors, and Aaron's was pure Gino, and Aaron's spelling was a hack. Give us some Counting Crows music. Sha la 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 la. Mm-hmm. It's a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe
even this year will be better than the last.
I don't know the next words.
I don't either.
Omaha, somewhere in middle
America. Get right to the heart of matters.
It's a heart
that matters more or most.
Omaha.
Omaha Steaks. I think that's what they were singing about.
Yeah. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Midgets and helmets running into TV stars on TV. You think Chad is their leader? Yeah. Maybe Kevin Brennan's their leader. He wears a helmet. Maybe Kevin Brennan was like, there he is. Get him. He's a Piazza. He's right there. That's Steve Sanders. What are you doing?
Kevin looks, whenever I watch MLC, which isn't often, but I'll tune in every now and then. And Kevin cracks me up with the headset and the mic. He looks like a operator, like a call center customer service person. Looks like 1990. Is he that broke? He can't get a regular mic?
No, I think that's but here's the deal. Like I'm bringing it to Buffalo. How about that? I'll bring it to Buffalo with me and fool around with it in the hotel room when I do streams. But I have a new mixer that's supposed to be compatible with this laptop, and I will try using that because supposedly it's supposed to be all right with StreamYard. Tracy Carnazzo is the one that pointed me in that direction as we're speaking about, but I haven't tried it out yet because it's been just me. And this works. I got this at B&H and it works. So I've just been dealing with this. So this has been efficient. And thank you guys, man, for all the super chats and all you guys fucking hanging out. What's up? Look who's here.
Oh my God.
My
Miss
besties.
Kate Meaney.
That's my actual bestie. You're my Dabbleverse bestie, Ray.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, I was just saying how so many guys flock to you and we're out and you shoo them away. Did you see?
Oh yeah, I do. Wait. Turns out I have another camera here that I can use.
All right. Well, while you figure that out, I'm going to
wait, okay. Not my computer camera.
How's your night? What's going on in your night so far?
I was with my friend Evan and we did an open mic. You hear that at Melton?
Oh, so you're doing comedy, but I thought you were done doing comedy. I don't care. I thought you were.
You can still do it and not do it.
I heard my show at the Stand was great tonight. I'm here because I'm en route to Buffalo, but yeah, I heard the Stand was awesome tonight. Thank you, Josh Anna Myers, Rachel Feinstein, Goots, Mike Racine, and Ronan. How do I pronounce Hashberger? Hansberg, Ronan. I just call him Ronan. But yeah, great times. All right, I'm tweeting out that Kate's here.
Oh. Oh, I
So,
just
there we
bought
go.
a new vape. That's what I did today too.
Someone's got to buy a new vape. I never got into vapes. I have ones that people gave me, and when I was at the Cincinnati Funny Bone, some vapes. He gave me a bunch of like vapes. I guess they're like weed things, but like I never used it. So I'll just say if I want to smoke weed, I just use the old ball or the old bowl. Just
It's
shove
not
it in
weed.
and do it. Oh, well then, what's the purpose of vaping?
It's nicotine.
Nicotine.
If you can't grab her bazookas, what's the point, Ray? I'm doing all right, Dr. Child, the Mega G. I'm done talking about my personal life on the podcast. That's what enough of, yes. None of my lady life. No more lady life on the internet. No, I'm done
So
with
what's
that.
going on with your lady life?
Nothing, just a lady friend that I'm talking to. Stuttering
She plays
John Clips,
cool.
thank you for the super sticker. Dr.
That's
Child, the
Stuttering
Mega G, Mega Dime in the house. Hello, Mega Dime. Thank you, everybody. Hang Broccoli. Send Stuttering John a link. I'll send him a link. We'll see if he
Send him a
jumps in.
link.
Yeah, I'll send him the link. I went on his podcast today. I tried talking to him, just some comments, sense stuff as far as like he thinks people are giving him shit, and it's like Carl from WATP is not the one harassing you. Like those are just trolls harassing you. But he thinks if because someone's a troll and they're fans of that show, it's got to be that exact person hosting that show. It's like, no one's going to troll you for my show. I don't have that many fans. I got a Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray, who doesn't even like me. he's one of my biggest supporters. I got Beloved Chatter, and I got who I haven't even seen lately, Beloved Chatter. So yeah, so they don't even like me, and they're my fans. Leo Gunn, I haven't even seen Leo Gunn here, but.
I think Melton just went on trolling us for an hour. 2 hours.
I don't care. I don't care. Let him.
I'm just happy because you're the front of the video cover. You're the thumbnail.
Yay. I live in their thumbnails. That's where I live. I live in the thumbnails. I live in the thumbnails, homies. That's what I do. An MLC where you gave Ray the to get girl core. Wow, Beagle. I don't get
guys,
that.
Ray has a hard enough time reading as it is. You have to write normal. Like he already is illiterate.
You can't write it like a
Cut him some
license
slack.
plate. If you want me to read it, I need to read it. The whole thing. I have more topics to get to. We talked about Ian Ziering, but I want to also, this is some stuff. So I guess, I was like looking over stuff. So I guess on SNL, they had, I don't know what you guys, if you guys follow the royal family at all or give a shit about, I never get, we lost Kate.
A little bit because I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like Meghan Markle. I don't.
I met Meghan Markle.
You met Meghan Markle
when she was married to. I was an intern at her ex-husband's film production company, and she came in and she just had this air around her that was like, this girl is a bitch. Like she is. Like she's out for climbing, like she's going to climb the ladder. She's going to use whoever she's going to use. And they introduced me and she just was like, I just was like, I don't like this girl. And obviously I had no idea that years later she was going to be, with Prince Harry, but she deserves like Prince Harry, like a man who's just like really hairy. Like she's not a nice person.
No, she seems like she's not. Like she seems like she's like not cool to Leo Gunn, who's a good egg, gifted 10 memberships. Thanks, buddy. James Jamison, send Pat Dixon the link to balance out the 3 ladies. So there's finally a dude. I hear you. Leo Gunn's a good egg. Gifting 10 memberships. Thanks, man. Leo Gunn and Vape and Dago, man. Everyone turn on their in the tabs, open up memberships. Come on. But yeah, so anyway, so I didn't know this. So I was looking. So SNL, I guess, like mocked their Christmas card. because it looks like Prince Harry. It's like photoshopped badly, where
She
it's
had like
missing
two
the finger.
fingers.
And I guess Kate Markle, they had like a photo of her like giving the finger. So like I was just looking at, and that's a tame story, but so her giving the media a finger or whatever. But apparently, I didn't know this, but like 3 weeks earlier, she was in the news. She was in New York City, and she said that she got harassed, that the paparazzi chased her around New York City for 2 hours. And then it turns out it was proven that it's bullshit. It was a bullshit story.
She wants to be Princess Diana.
Yeah, so she made up a story and then had to apologize that, and I don't know. So they made up a fake chase. I was just finding a news article. Probably I can't show the whole thing because it's I don't want video of it. But they want to show like I'm not going to show any. But yeah, like so it was picked up in the tabloids, like, or just like they just knew that it was like bullshit. That yeah, so they made up this story, but then she did the same thing. She wanted to sue South Park, which I covered that on my podcast before. When they did the whole thing, like they came out with the book of We Want Our Privacy. They wanted a whole tour about how they want their privacy, and then South Park did a hilarious episode where they're like mocking it, where it's just Meghan and Prince Harry running around town in South Park being like, we want our privacy, and they're like shooting off fireworks, like,
Right,
we want our privacy, everyone look at us, how we want our privacy. And then they tried to sue fucking South Park. They tried to fucking sue South Park up a parody. It's like, how full of yourself to fucking, you bring all this shit on yourself. So I didn't even know that this was like a thing, but apparently, so the story unravels, like she said, I'm not going to get the gist of it, but
friends of the British royal family have mocked Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's account of a near catastrophic car chase in New York after photographs, videos, and other participants' accounts gave a very different and much less perilous impression of the evening's events, with one friend of Prince William quipping, "Recollections may vary." The friend added, "I thought they were leaving the royal family for a quieter life. If flashbulbs give Harry flashbacks, I don't understand why he is going to award ceremonies." Asked if William...
Asked if William, whose spokesperson had declined to comment on the incident, would at least take Harry's side on the issue of invasive paparazzi. The friend said, William and Catherine have put up with shit like this in the past. Everyone understands his anger at photographers, but making hysterical statements doesn't help matters, especially when, as a queen might have said, recollections may vary. A friend of, yeah, so apparently, like,
next paragraph. This is English class, guys.
Yeah. So apparently, like, they're going around, like, making up fucking false stories about getting harassed. Like, it's just a person with a cell phone. Like, I guess, but like, how full of them? Like, first of all, you married into the royal family. You know what the fucking royal family is. Everyone knows what the fucking royal family. You signed up for this shit, and then to act like, all right, you denounce yourself from it. Well, then go live your own lives. Like, no, it's New York City. No one's giving a shit about you. I've seen Tom Hanks in New York City. I'm not gonna fucking. It's like, oh wow, cool, that's Tom Hanks. I'm not gonna fucking follow him around. Like, who gives a shit? I don't.
Also, be more original. Like, we already had a car chase in the royal family. Like, do something new, Kate. Or not Kate. Meghan.
I know. I really should do something new.
Yeah, Kate.
Yeah. But there are no car chases.
I dyed my hair a new color though.
It's impossible. It's impossible to do a car chase in New York City.
It is. I mean, you
impossible.
Can't go. It's totally impossible.
It's lit. Like, there's no car chases in New York City. You can't move more than 20 feet without stopping. Oh, we lost Kate again.
Why is this doing this? Sorry.
Wow, we're losing Kate. I'll bring her back.
No. I don't know how to work my computer camera.
But I'm just saying, like, it's insane. It's insane to think that, like, people actually give a shit about you like that, the royal family. Like, just, or Meghan Markle. Like, And I hate the royal family. I hate how they're put up on pedestals. But you know what? She's making me like the royal family, how the royal family wants nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
It's like she's making me like feel sympathy for the royal family. And I've always hated the fucking royal family.
That's how bad she is.
I hated that my mom gave a shit about fucking Queen Diana. Like, why? They're better because they say they're better than everybody. Fuck those gingers. No one gives a shit about them because like I just have to just say they're cool because people I don't give a shit about the royal family. But Meghan Markle makes me like the royal family. And I don't like the royal family. I do not like this at all. Like I don't like them at all. So that's
She makes me like the biker gang because she's so bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
there's no car chases
in New York City.
New York City.
There's no car chases in New York City.
DoorDash delivery e-bike driver chases.
Yeah, there are no car chases in New York City. It's impossible to have a car chase in New York City. It's not happening.
She should go to LA and get in a white Bronco like OJ and then do it that way. Like that would actually be funny. You do have car chases in LA.
About her. They do. I don't know.
OJ.
No one does.
Bronco.
Nobody likes her. If you read comments, it's like she's just ripped to shreds all the time.
Well, from what I hear, like I've never drove around myself in LA, but I thought LA is like traffic is just as bad as New York City. That's not true.
At certain times, at rush hour, it's horrible. But you know, at like noon, you can go pretty fast on whatever freeway.
Really, New York City, you can't go fast at noon. You can't go fast at. You can go fast at maybe.
Well, because New York's so much more condensed. LA is more spread out. So I lived there for 10 years.
Yeah, you cannot go fast in New York City ever. So
no, yeah.
But I heard LA is
like not a freeway. Like LA is made of freeways. New York is made of streets.
Right.
Red Honda says, Kate, Chad said he'll protect you from Melton and AC. I don't think she's worried about Melton's a nice guy in person. He just talks smack for this drama online. And by the way, like, I guess he lied, according to Chad, or just what I saw with Tukey and Chad about Chad not making a show, which if he did tell a story about, like, Melton, you don't got to make up stories about Chad. Chad will do enough to Chad himself. Chad will Chad himself. Just let him be Chad. There's no reason to bring stories into Chad. Chad will be Chad, and Chad stories will happen. You don't need to embellish stories about Chad. Just let Chad be Chad, and Chad stuff will happen. It's going to happen on its own. It's going to come into fruition. You don't have to, like, if you've made it to a show, great, but you do not have to do that for Chad, if that makes sense. He will.
Chad also said I would be on his show. I've never agreed to do this show.
To what show?
To his show in Atlantic City.
No, that's going to be a train wreck. I mean, you could do it if you want to do it, but no.
But he said I'm on it. I never said I was on it.
Chad lies? What? Get out of here. That's what I'm saying. Like, let Chad be the lie. Chad's going to lie and be Chad.
Of course his name is Chad also. Isn't that so fitting?
Yeah.
It is. I kind of like Chad.
It's like Karen for men, kind of.
Like now that like Melton's hating on him 24/7 and he's also hating on me coincidingly, you know, I'm like kind of like, well, we have a mutual enemy in common. So, you know, maybe I should. He's not as bad as Melton, in my humble opinion.
Well, Gino's going to be on that show too, so it's your call. You, Gino, and Chad, have fun. Do what you want. I will not be there. God damn it, Ray. Pull it up again. Kristen will know. Pull what up again? James Jamison, say in the chat what you want me to pull
tuba,
up again.
or whatever.
Oh, my tuba?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Oh.
Just doing the callback.
No. Show idea. Talk about videos without showing. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble. No, I just have to say what's going on in the news. I can't. I don't know. I don't want to get canceled. They're trying to cancel me. I'm just trying to do a show in front of my friend's treadmill, and they're trying to cancel me. I don't need to be canceled. Ray, shut up. This is porn. Kate, Canoe, put the anal vid up again. Go to AC to confront that.
I don't care, Canoe. Do what you want.
Are they going to be in Atlantic City?
Yeah, they're going to be on the show, Chad's show.
Oh,
Yeah, they're on
okay.
Chad's chat.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Drunk
Drama.
Gino and Canoe,
Drama.
do what you want. I don't
Yeah.
care. Do
Yeah.
it.
So they're
Don't care
doing
what
it.
you do. I know you guys are trash individuals. I wish you well. You're not my pals. And keep putting your whore videos up online. So keep doing that. I'm not going to ask anybody else to agree with me, but she's a fucking slut.
You heard it. Hot takes. Hot takes. Allegedly, but also really. She looks like Renee Russo with rabies. I think you do look like Renee Russo. I don't know about with rabies, but I could see Kate looking like Renee Russo.
Who's
Renee Russo was hot. Yeah, she's before Kate's time.
I'm looking her up.
She was an actress in the
Who's she
90s.
talking about? Kristen and I look like the same person, so you know.
I think she's talking to you with your hair. You have Renee Russo hair right now, Kate.
Yeah.
Have Renee Russo.
Same color.
Rabies,
Same color
okay.
hair.
It's better than AIDS.
It's better, yeah. So how did you guys bonded over the same ex-boyfriend? How did that go?
Not only that, like we just, mesh well together. Like we both got our nails done the same color.
Are yours white right now?
I want to paint mine black, like I'm in My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance did that.
Do that.
So I thought they were cool. So the Soft Parade, I want to also do that because I like them. I like emo rock. Let's see. So I want to see what other stories I had. That might be the stories that I wanted to like bring. Oh, I don't know if I want to. Well, the other thing I was talking about is like athletes that died in this past year, or no, athletes who are currently in jail that I didn't know. But that's not going to be something to do with ladies because you're probably not going to know the athletes.
No, Kristen does.
Well, the one guy from the Bills, what's his name? They took him off. He's not playing now or something. The guy, he was just arrested like 3 weeks ago for abusing his girlfriend.
That'll do it.
If you date a football player, you kind of sign up for the abuse.
Well, did you see this?
You kind of got to know going into it. What's that?
Von
Miller, yes. Von Miller.
No, he let that go through because they didn't release him, did they? I don't think they released him.
I don't know if they released him, but he's not playing. He's not.
He denies it. It's one of those things where, like, I'm not going to say he's innocent, but like, let it play out. Like, you can't, like, what Kurt Metzger gotten a lot of shit for. So I don't want to say this, but like, let it play out. Like the fact that like people just say something. Like,
he's inactive. I just Googled it. He's inactive.
But like, let it play out, and then you can do it. So this happened. This is a famous story that happened this past weekend. So Ray Rice, the football player, played for the Baltimore Ravens, and they honored him. He's the guy that was caught. His football career ended abruptly when he was playing for the Baltimore Ravens. They honored him as a legend, a Baltimore Ravens legend, but his career ended in his prime. He was 8 years in when a domestic violence scandal. They say it's a scandal, but no, there was video proof of him in a casino punching his then fiance and then dragging her while she was unconscious into an elevator.
Well, that's what happens when you pick red on roulette and it turns up black.
Yeah, well, I mean, that actually happened, and then they honored him. They got married. To Ray Rice's credit, he did marry the lady, and the lady married him. So, like, maybe he's rehabilitated, but still, at the same time, that's pretty. I don't know. I don't know if that's like, yeah, it's.
Yeah, I mean, he knocked her unconscious. It's like, yikes.
Yeah, that's. I'm not going to show the video, but there it is.
Oh yeah.
He literally like knocked her unconscious and then dragged her into the elevator, and she forgave him. They ended up getting married, but at the same time, I don't know. If you're the Baltimore Ravens, it's more like, yeah, you can come stand on the sidelines, but to like stop and do a ceremony for that guy, that's in this day and age, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that.
No. They're doing a ceremony for him?
They already did it. They did it this past weekend. They did a halftime ceremony. They honored him as a Baltimore Ravens legend.
Wow.
So he's like in their Ring of Honor now. So Rice.
The Bills still have O.J. Simpson's name up in the stadium.
Yes, I get that. But on that same token, he was already like that had.
He was retired and everything by the time.
No, they had already honored him, and then all that other stuff happened after the fact.
Right. But it's surprising that no one wanted them to take it down.
No, I don't know.
I think the Bills have OJ karma. Like, we can't win the Super Bowls, or we can't get back to the Super Bowl because of OJ. Like,
no, I don't know, man. Once it's up, it's up. I don't know. Like, it's like,
I think it's fine. I'm fine with leaving it up. I'm just surprised that no one's been like, take that down.
I mean,
everyone's so sensitive.
I'm sure there are people that have asked, but it's like, it's up there. He was a great player for what he did. The fact that Ray Rice did it while he was playing, like, put it this way, if the Bills now today did a let's celebrate OJ again thing, that'd be weird with everything that happened with OJ.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, to do it now.
It's very odd. It's very odd. I'm
like, after he was like acquitted for killing his wife, like this was like 7 years ago for Ray Rice. So imagine 7 years. So when did it happen? Like 1995. So let's say in 2002, they did an O.J. Simpson ceremony. That seems like that'd be odd.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, but the fact that they did it like before any of that came into fruition, but for the Baltimore Ravens to do it now, I just thought that was like bad timing. I thought it was like, what are you doing in this climate? But they did it.
Yeah.
They did it. The guy could land a punch.
Speaking about OJ and car chases, my dad watched OJ get chased down the 405 with Donald Trump.
Wow. Get out of here.
No, because he was doing a pay-per-view special with Marla Maples and David Hasselhoff at Trump's casino down in Atlantic City in AC. And they had to put it on hold, postponed, because all of the major news networks were covering OJ's chase down the 405. So Donald Trump pulled a TV backstage and ordered a bunch of food, and they just all sat there and watched OJ get chased down the 405 together.
Dude,
isn't that epic? That's pretty cool.
You know what? I mean, you guys are too young, but I do remember that happening. I think I was in college, and it was during the summer. It was like a Saturday night in the summer, and I remember that happening, where all the news channels had it. I think it was like 95, maybe 96, somewhere around then.
Kate was like 2. No, you weren't even born yet.
I wasn't even born
yet. Oh my God.
I wasn't born till the end of 99.
Oh my God. Freaky.
Red Honda. Ray, are you going to hire Steve Lou to protect you from cheating?
Ray goes to the gym every day. He doesn't need protection.
I'm not fighting anybody, so I do not give a shit. I'm not fighting anybody.
Well, you intimidate everybody with the gold Guido chain, so no one's going to fight you.
Yeah, and that pink sweater. What's on that pink sweater, Ray?
Oh, just that Hugo Boss.
And he wore this the last time I did his podcast.
Yes.
And I would have not remembered if it weren't such a womanly color. If it was gray, it would go in one ear out. Or,
dude,
I'm in touch with my feminine side. You ladies give me a tough time, but I'm in touch with my feminine side, and this is what I do. I'm in touch with myself.
You gotta stop wearing that Hugo Boss. You can buy Hugo Boss in TJ Maxx. It's not a designer.
I know.
It's like an outlet. It's an outlet store. Find.
Well, it was awesome that Kate was able to join us tonight.
No, you just deserve.
It was a pleasure having you. It was a pleasure having you on the podcast tonight, Kate.
All of a sudden, a cane comes out.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. No, I told you. I talked about it last night with you. Like, the fact that like it was a big deal when I was a kid because like my cousins worked at a Boss place, and like it was like designer clothing, and it was like a big deal when I was a kid. So like it just puts me in touch with like it might remind you of like my dad and stuff, and like it just puts me to. But I'm done. Yeah, I own enough. Like my godparents saw me in a Hugo Boss shirt, so they bought me a bunch of Hugo Boss clothing for Christmas. It's like I don't want any more Hugo Boss clothing. I am done. I am tapped out on Hugo Boss clothing.
We don't want you to have any more either.
Yeah, I am.
Why don't you find
done
something
with it.
else? What other stores do you like?
I think I'm all set in clothes for a while. I happen to like this. That's why I wear it. I'm sorry I wear it too often for Kristen, but I don't have a zillion
I like the
clothes.
angel sweater.
The angel sweater? Oh, the long. That's from LIC, Long Island City Cleaners, one of my sponsors on Steinway. They give me half price if I wear it on the podcast, and then I found out they just are nice to everyone, and they're like, "For you, my friend, half price." So it wasn't so much me being special, as much as like, oh, Peter Sky Parker.
Not Coke. We didn't talk about Coke.
Ray left her Coke. Talk video up. It's not on. It's not. It's.
But I didn't even talk about like me doing cocaine. I
Yeah,
talked about somebody, like how to save somebody if they do cocaine.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, she has save people from coke. Bring those to Atlantic City. If you.
Well,
can.
I don't do cocaine, so
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, bring them to.
but
The kids have to save somebody.
you brought up, people, why people would do cocaine. And I said, well, people do it, but if they do it, they should be safe about it. And these are some precautions you can take, even though I would never do something like that.
Stevie Lou, Red Honda, no charge for that for Ray. I have no idea what that was in reference to, but sure, no charge. Steve C, how do you book? Why you call me Skeletor?
I think they're calling me Skeletor.
Yeah, I think they're calling her Skeletor. But that's better than being called fat arms.
I've put on. I got super skinny from a breakup this summer from the stress. I was at like 89 pounds. I'm at 105 pounds right now. So I'm like putting weight on, but I mean, I constantly get told that I look like Skeletor, but I'm working on it.
What do people you like?
I'm up 16 pounds. So
hell yeah. The like Karen Margolis, who's a buddy of mine. She's a comedian, funny lady. She's been on this podcast. She's Florentine's girlfriend, but she has trouble putting on weight because she has what's that?
Fatso syndrome.
No, no.
I love you say no like I was serious.
No, where you're
your thyroid, like
no. You easily have to go to the bathroom. What's that called? Because you're
irritable bowel syndrome.
No, it's not irritable bowel syndrome.
Are you talking about pee? Have to pee?
No, you get stomach aches, and then you have to go to the bathroom.
It's IBS.
No, I'm not doing it any justice. No, it's a real thing. It's a real disorder. People got to take medication for. It's she's talked about on this podcast, but your intestines like no, it's not irritable bowel syndrome, but it makes it tough for people to put on weight because sometimes they have to go to the bathroom all the time. They have no control. So like sometimes like when she has an attack, she can't like leave. She's got to like stay. A lot of people have it. And I'm not now.
That is not what I have.
Yeah.
I definitely am not shitting all the time.
Yeah, but it's a real thing. I'm gonna find out what it's called. I know a comic who has it that did a special on it, so I'm gonna look up his special to see what it's called. Because he has a
Crohn's disease.
Crohn's, yes, that's exactly what it's Crohn's. That's it's Crohn's disease. She's got Crohn's
disease.
So she's got to deal with that. So like that's a real thing. James Jameson, I'm going to have to deaf you, right? Thank you, James Jameson. Thank you. I'm middle aged. So I'm more than half to deaf. It's called allegedly, but also really. DeVito, Bone, Russo, and Get Shorty alleged. Oh yeah, Danny DeVito. It was Rene Russo was in the movie Get Shorty, and so was Danny DeVito. And yeah, apparently like that was a thing. She was a hot chick, and Danny DeVito like had sex with Renee Russo in that movie. That's a pretty funny movie, Get Shorty.
So I'm Russo and you're Danny DeVito.
Yes, I would be Danny DeVito. I assume so. Maybe Kristen's Danny DeVito in this scenario.
No,
I don't
she's
know.
not Danny DeVito.
When I take off my makeup, I am.
Yeah,
No, she's
maybe
not.
she is.
I've seen her without makeup. I've seen her with makeup. She looks the same. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And anybody who calls her Skeletor, maybe you're right, but she makes it look real good.
Yeah.
She's got like defined arms. She looks like you look.
I do. I
Yeah,
like
I
very.
know. It's great arms.
So yeah. So hell yeah,
I mean,
I'm into that. I'm into like women that have like some muscle tone. Like I'm into that. I know a lot of people like tag me in bodybuilder photos of women bodybuilding. This is what Ray's into. Like I'm into athletic women. I'm not gonna lie. Athletic women, fucking sexy to me. Mr. Ray, new topic. What do you girls think of comedians who drive 3 hours back from gigs drunk like Canoe said Ray did? Pretty illegal, right? Dude, fuck Canoe.
I feel like Ray has the same driving skills, drunk or sober. So I don't find it that offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like ridiculous of her to say because she's a drunk.
Oh, it's her and Gino. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but like I want to say, like they trashed me. They trashed me 24/7, and I thought I would be the bigger person and just not say shit whatsoever. But the fact that she wants to call you out for allegedly having one too many and driving a car when you did a little swivel. I know her. I used to be fake friends with the woman, and I didn't drink at all whenever her and I hung out. But she was always shit-faced, to the floor, ossified. So for her to tell somebody else that about you, she's a total hypocrite, a fraud, and a liar because she has a problem and she needs to go to an AA room, the two of them, and work on it so they can become better people.
Oh, I remember the night.
Fucking alcoholic slime balls, pieces of shit, garbage, low-level individuals.
No, I remember the gig.
I have nothing but hatred in my heart to them.
Yeah, I headlined a corporate gig. First of all, I headlined a whole corporate gig. So guess what I'm not doing at a corporate gig?
And they could never get a corporate job.
All right. Anyways, let me finish what I was saying. It's my turn here, Kate, to talk.
Okay, sorry.
Let me fucking react. So we did a corporate gig. I brought Goots to feature for me. I headlined it, and Canoe to MC it, to do her 5 minutes of mediocre shit. This is before she had the fake Southern accent. Before the oh goodness me, oh my. This is before all that. So we go to. So first of all, I'm not getting slosh at a corporate gig. I had like three beers. I'll take it. Maybe 4 beers. Maybe 4 beers. Whatever. And then after the show, and then I had dinner. They had a fucking like steak dinner. We all had like prime rib, a fucking free like $60 dinner that all 3 of us got to have. I ate that, and then I went back to the hotel room because they bought me a hotel room. I messed up the bed to make it look like I stayed there in case the next comic they booked, because I didn't want to be like, I don't need a hotel room in case the next comic that came there is like, well, the last comic didn't need it, so we're not getting anyone to. So I purposely, and then we drove back to New York City. So yeah, I had a few beers, and then I ate a giant meal, and I was fine. But okay, Canoe, because that's what makes the story. So don't worry, you're not doing any more corporate gigs. Yeah, you're not doing any corporate gigs with me anymore. Yeah, so
yeah, just like what a bitch. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Ray.
Yeah, it's all good, but yeah. So goodbye, Canoe. I hope you ate something. That's the reason why you weigh fucking 72 pounds. Put some weight on if you're gonna show nudes of yourself online. All right.
It's just low level.
I want to join OnlyFans, but I feel like it would just being like OnlyFan. I feel like only one person would sign up because I have no.
Canoe will tell you. Canoe will tell you how many fans does she have. I don't even know. Canoe will tell you how many fans she has. I don't even like talking about this shit. Like, it's like, yeah, whatever. Like, how sad is that? Like, Gina was best friends with Anthony Cumia, one of the biggest radio legends, and now he's chasing me. How did you fucking fall behind me, dude? How did you fucking fall behind me? That I'm the guy you look up to now. I'm the guy you look up to. This I'm fucking in front of my friend's fucking treadmill, just bullshitting. And I'm the guy you look up to. I'm the guy you're now aspiring to be.
Stop
Okay,
selling
dude.
yourself short.
I'm just saying, like, I'm the guy that's above you now. How the fuck did that? How bad did you have to fuck shit up that I'm the guy that now you have to look up to? All right. Way to
No,
go.
it's just inherently bad.
Yeah. Way to go, Gino. I don't know how you fucked that up, but you did. Same thing with Chad. I'm the guy you look up. You were the one on radio for fucking 6 years having a fucking top of the line job. You're the broadcaster. I fucking passed you. I fucking lapped you. I saw the poll in the Dabbleverse. You're behind me. You weren't even top 3. I passed you.
Top one.
It was Tukey, then Pat Dixon, and then me and Cardiff Electric, who I will defer to Cardiff Electric. He's the man, but I tied for 3rd with him. And it's like, I fucking lapped you, dude. Stop it.
So you and the potato tied.
Yeah, me and the potato tied. Yeah, but I will put the potato above me. I like Cardiff. Magnetic Production. Jesus, Ray. You have 2 hot girls on here, and you're talking about Newport NFL players and a pink hoodie, no less. Damn, man. Thank you, man. Yes, that's the other thing. Like, people think, like, there's no such thing as, like
girls usually steal their boyfriend's hoodies, but you steal your girlfriend's hoodies. That's what it looks like.
I'm just trying to be hip. I'm just trying to be hip.
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
Well, he went out with a girl who plays pool.
I went out with a girl, but she's
yeah,
more of a
so
man than me.
She's a lady friend. She's a lady friend. And he was there for the polls.
She's more of a dude than me. What does fall off the truck mean to you, Peter, Sky, Parker? That means you ask no questions. Did it literally fall off a truck? No. That just means someone gave it to you. You don't ask questions. You just say thank you, and you accept it. That's what that means. That means you ask no questions. That's what falls off the truck means when you're an Italian family and your dad's cousins dressed to the nines and they've been in and out of jail and they just hand you $100 bills every time they see you. It's more like they're connected in some way. You don't snitch. You don't talk. You don't ask questions. You're like, thank you. That's it. That's what falls off the truck means. You don't ask questions. You just say thank you.
Did they ever invite you to join the business?
No. I'm a talker. Having a podcast with you, that would not be. I would not be good in the mafia. I would not be good. I would show all my cards. I would not be good connected in any way.
You'd be the Fredo if you were.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah, I'm not. Bjorn. Just stop by to say hi to Chris. There you go, Kristen. Hi.
Nice person. Hi, Bjorn. I don't.
$20.
Bjorn's a nice guy.
20.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Okay. Yeah. Love the Norwegians. Big fan of the Norwegians. Always love the Norwegians.
They're very good looking over there. That's Norway, right? Mando Diallo. Great Norwegian band. You can all look it up. Kate, when are you doing KC's show? Yeah, I'm supposed to do KC. He asked me to do a show, and I was down to do it, and then he canceled like last minute, and it was like, okay. But it was more like Casey Armstrong. I like the guy, and I'm down to do a show if he wants to have me.
What's his deal exactly? I'm supposed to do a show as well.
Casey Armstrong, he was on the Howard Stern show. He's a super nice guy. I don't know because I didn't watch the Howard Stern show, so I don't exactly know his role. I think he was a producer on the Howard Stern show, but he's a nice guy. That's all I know. He's always been nice to me, and Leo Gunn vouches for him, so I'm a fan of his. Ray, are you wearing pants? I'm wearing sweatpants, so yes, I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm wearing Grizzly Adam. Kate, have you ever tossed a man salad?
No.
How about you, Kristen? Lord knows I've tossed a man salad.
The lettuce kind with tomatoes and salad dressing.
Oh, Kristen, you don't cook.
No, I don't. Obviously, I don't deal with any food ever.
I can cook, actually, though.
Yeah, what do you go to? What's your go-to?
She makes really good scrambled eggs.
I make an excellent scrambled egg. That's like...
Who doesn't? I make scrambled eggs.
No.
I'm good at scrambled eggs. I like just scrambled eggs, just scrambled eggs. I don't like things in the scrambled eggs. I like eggs.
No. But I have mastered the art of cooking a perfect scrambled egg. We were both with a man who gave us shit for everything that we did. Not like we both knew a person who like just berated us nonstop. But the one thing he always said to me was that you make the best scrambled
And
eggs.
what do you do? What's so special about your scrambled eggs? I just take eggs and mix them up, and you gotta move them fast, and it takes like 3 minutes to cook. But that's how I like my eggs. I like just eggs. I don't like stuff in my eggs. I'll eat stuff with my eggs, but I don't want stuff in my eggs. I just like regular eggs.
You know, I'll do a video where I show people what I do, but it's all about like timing.
No,
So what do you put in the scrambled egg before
fast.
you make it? Like, do you put milk in it? What do you put
Nope.
in it?
I just want eggs. No.
Okay. You have to put water in the scrambled eggs. So you have to mix them with water.
I like my.
Everyone
you know what? I like my
mixes
scrambled
with, like,
eggs.
milk.
Yeah, no, you have to mix them with
No,
water.
I don't want milk. I don't like milk in it. I don't like butter in it. I just like eggs.
No
I
milk.
just like eggs.
No double dairy. You have to put a little bit of water inside the egg mix, and then you set the pan on a really, really low heat option. You melt butter or like vegan butter, whatever. You seem to be a health nut. And you just then you wait for it to be heated, and then you put the eggs in, and then you leave the eggs there and just let the corners like cook a little, and then you just like push them gently back and forth. But I've mastered the timing. I've mastered the art.
I like. Yeah, I will try your eggs sometimes, and I'm cool with my eggs. I like my eggs.
Okay.
I'm down with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is how lazy I am. I learned this from a guy when I was like 20 years old. You just take a bowl, you spray a little Pam in it or put a little butter, put the egg in the bowl, whip it up, put it in the microwave. A minute, comes out, it's perfectly flat. You put it on a piece of toast, and I put a little butter, boom, that's my egg. It's so pathetic.
Yeah.
I can't like taking out a pan. It's too much work.
No, I like it. I like the way I do it. Just like 4 eggs, and then I just like let it go and let it cook. I got to move it quick, chop it up, and then I put salt and pepper on it, and that's how I like it. But that's the way I do it. I'll eat toast with butter on it and shit. And I like Smucker's strawberry jam on some toast, but that's my jam. Why is Keanu and Gino blocked from this? Why are they not blocked? They should be blocked from the show. They don't need to be here. I don't mess with their stuff. They don't need to mess with my stuff. Go ahead and look up to me from your stupid bottomless thing, which if I'm the guy you have to look up to, so be it.
They should be blocked from the universe.
Yeah, so you never answered the question. How do you book Miss Carnival? Ain't she friends with Gino? Who is Miss Carnival? I don't know who Miss Carnival is.
Carney, Carnival.
Oh, you could be friends with Gino. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm friends with Gino, and I'm like, it's like a weird territory because I'm close with Kate, but Gino's been really, really great to me, and so I'm like, kind of want to stay out of it. I'm not trying to be a pussy. I already have enough anxiety in my life. I don't need like Gino hating me. Also, like I like a guy in a headband. What can I say? I'm a sucker for the headband. No,
you saw Karate Kid, Daniel LaRusso.
She likes a samurai.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Kate, if you had to bone Ray or SJ, pick one.
Well, you got to give me somebody else to be on the island.
Who's
and I'm
SJ?
do like an F, Marry, Kill.
She'll go with option 3. How about that? It's fine. But thank you, Grizzly Adams.
Who is SJ?
Stuttering John.
Oh.
Grizzly Adams, if you send Ray more money and just give a third name, then I'll do an FMK. And I'll I'm just trying to help Ray turn a profit, man.
Someone, thank you. Finally. I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to use a restroom real quick. I'll let you guys.
Hey, not like we just talked on the...
Did he say he's going to the bathroom?
He's going to the bathroom.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm assuming he's the one that had Crohn's. He was just like, my friend has this. My friend has Crohn's. It's like, yeah, okay, it's you, Ray. We all know it's you.
When did you get the microphone?
I've had this for a long time. I just never brought the stand.
I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I think my mic just came undone. Hold on. Is everyone leaving? Am I the only one here?
You're the only one here who has the microphone.
So someone asked in the chat why we haven't started a show together yet.
I think we should.
I think we should too.
Would send Ray money and give us your thoughts, because I think we could actually do something.
What would we talk about? What
do any of these other guys talk about?
They talk about nothing. That's the thing. It's like they just literally talk about nothing.
Just
but people listen. It's incredible.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But her and I are very akin to one another. We are.
So you guys might go to AC. You guys going to AC together? That's the plan? Or are you on the fence about it?
If the Bills don't make the Super Bowl.
I said if the Bills don't go, which they probably won't, but I'm delusional, so I'm saying they will. But if they don't go, I would be down to go to AC. But Brennan, so Kate sent me that clip today of Brennan being like, everyone's going now. Like, why is Kristen Carney going? Like, so I don't want to go if I'm not invited. Like, I don't want to just show up and be like, hi. Like, I don't.
Have you done MLC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in a long time, but yeah. Kevin knows me.
Yeah, if you want, next time I do it, I'll be like, hey, do you want me to, I hope if you want, if you're around, I'll ask him. Like, he was cool with Tracy doing it. So, yeah.
But I don't even know what you guys are doing there. Are you just going to hang out? Are you doing podcasts?
Well, I'm probably going to do live streams. I'll probably do live streams. I told anyone's allowed to go to my room when I do a live stream. If they want to hang out and do a live stream, but
I just want to gamble and go to the strip club.
Oh, you're going to the strip? I'm not going to the strip club.
I love strip clubs.
Fuck,
not because no, I think they're just fun. I think they're a good time. There's a great strip club that has $15 lunch in New York City. Sometimes I'll bring.
Oh yeah, we have to go. We're supposed to go to that.
Yeah, we go for lunch. I'm going tomorrow for lunch.
Oh wow.
The strip club?
I know anything's going to be interpreted by this Onions guy as me. I can't say anything on the internet.
No, don't that's what he does for drama. Don't think the thing that happens with you it also happened to Tracy Jane. You take things personal. No, which also it upsets me when he exaggerates or tries obviously when I think things fall off the truck. Obviously, I know they don't literally fall off the truck, but he did 30 minutes. He thinks things actually fall off trucks. And it's don't take them serious. Don't take them serious. If you take them, then don't take them serious. These people that take them literal, and then they get upset, I get some mean. It's just don't take them literal, which is the only thing, the fact that he was
Dude, upset. I can't take a man who went to the University of Southern Florida, probably the worst state school in Florida. Seriously. I went to a very good college.
He's making a lot of money doing this. So, and the fact that you fucking feed off
he's making a lot of money in the Dabbleverse.
A bunch of shit. So,
okay. He's making a lot of money in the Dabbleverse.
What do you think a porn star is doing stand-up?
Really, hold him on a pedestal. I know people who work at major hedge funds. I've grown up with people.
All right. Well, guess what? You're not talking to people at hedge funds. You're talking to people right now that are in the Dabbleverse. So guess who's winning? Patrick's doing the Dabbleverse as good as anyone. I think it's Kevin, and then he's number 2. I think Carl. I think Carl's number 1, or Carl is probably number 2 behind Kevin, and then Melton's number 3. So they're doing pretty good. And then Tukey might be number 4. So you're in the Dabbleverse. So you're sitting there arguing Dabbleverse with a guy who's crushing it in the Dabbleverse. You're not going to win. So just let him do his thing. Have fun with it. Don't take it serious. It's not personal. Who gives a shit? But be careful what you say. If someone gives you something and you're just say it's oh, give me weed. It was wet or something. I don't know. Don't say, someone says, oh, so was it correct? I guess it was correct. Just say, I don't know. It wasn't the weed I was expecting. It takes a while to get a hang of
That's
it.
why I
but-
don't mention it. You mentioned it.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, what do you think of porn stars doing stand-up? If they make money doing it, then there's a lot of stand-ups that I don't think are amazing, but if they're making money at it, good for them. Who am I to tell them no?
Who can even stand up after doing so much porn if you're a woman? That was lame. That was like a joke my dad would make.
But Aaliyah Janine's doing fine, and she used to do porn. So yeah, if you're making money doing it, great. And I like Aaliyah. She's been on my podcast. She's a friend of mine. So I'm not going to say, no, you can't do it. Is it often going to translate? Probably not. But if you do, and you're able to get a little bit of traction and a bit of a following, I'll tell you what, they're not boring on podcasts. I love it when they're on my podcast. So, I mean, but if they make money doing it, good for them. Like, who am I to dictate how people are allowed to make a living? Do it the way, yeah, if you get people to show up to shows for you and you make money, fucking good for you. Ray, would you fillet Flacco for a Super Bowl win? Ugh. I don't want to answer that question because I would have to think. Wait till the AFC Championship game. And
He would do it for another pink sweatshirt, let alone a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't want to think. I don't want to think of that. I hope they get it without me having to fucking. Yeah, I hope they do it without me having to. If that came down to me, I don't know. I don't. I would rather they win without it coming to that scenario. Yeah, fillet. Maybe I would consider it more if it was just a hand job. Like, was it just like a hand job? Maybe I would consider it more. If it was,
I would respect you more if you went straight for the fillet.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I don't think I'd be able to. Kristen, would you do Stunt John's show?
I don't know anything about the guy. Is he crazy? Is he? What's his deal? I don't know. Sure.
No, I mean, you know who Stuttering John is.
Well, I know who he is, but I
there's
don't know
a lot
anything.
of people that troll him. Some people, but he takes it too serious too when people troll him. So like, there's a lot of variables. You kind of got to be in the world a little bit to know what you're getting into. So like to go into it blind, I don't know if that'd be like the thing to do. So you kind of got to know like what's going on in this. Like I know Elise is one of my good friends, and she does my podcast all the time. And then like I was like, all right, do MLC, and then she showed up. She was on for like 3 minutes. She didn't know the show, didn't know what's going on, and Kevin's like, all right, goodbye. Yeah. So like if you don't know what's going on, it's not worth doing. Like, what do you gain if you don't know what's going on in the whole thing? So
I mean, what do you gain even if you know what's going on with Stuttering John?
I don't know.
Ray,
what's up?
I don't want to interrupt you.
What's up?
Or be like rude, but can I give my honest, humble opinion for a second?
Yes.
To Kristen. I don't want to upset you. All right. So in this Dabbleverse, which apparently we're all in at the moment.
Yeah, like you were trying to explain it to me earlier.
You got to pick a side. So I'll do Ray's show. I'll do anything associated with Kevin Brennan. When I started branching out and doing everybody else's show, that's when I got into trouble. And that's when like Gino started going after me, and when, Stuttering John started going after me and everything. So you have to pick a team.
Okay.
And then the team that you're on, you play with the players surrounding it. So Ray's a player.
Is everyone just in 7th grade? Like, are we girls from 7th grade essentially? Is that what the Dabbleverse is?
5th grade. Everybody has the IQ of a 10-year-old in this world that we're in. This is so
I will say this about me, man.
Though.
I'm not vicious to anyone. Like, I'm not vicious to anyone. Like, even Gino, like, I'm not
when
vicious.
When did I say you were vicious?
Yeah. So, so the fact that I'm able to be in this Dabbleverse without being vicious to anybody, considering everyone else that's successful is like vicious to other people, it's like, so I don't know. There's a way to, and then people like Leo Gunn came to my comedy show at Tiff's Comedy Club because he was at the time Gino and Compound Media fan, and he came there like looking to clown me, and then like saw my set, and he was like, wow, this guy's actually a good comic. And then we hung out for a couple hours, bought me a couple beers, and now he's a good friend of mine. So it does, if you get eyeballs on you doing stand-up comedy, and even if they come wanting to hate you, and then they see you and like, oh wow, this guy's actually a really good stand-up comic, and then now you got supporters. So yeah, if you're a Chad Zumach fan, you come to a comedy show and watch me. Yeah, judge my stand-up comedy for what it is, and that's all I can say. And I'll stand by what it is. So it's all right. Peter Sky Parker. What's it called when he falsely claimed to make out? I think he's talking to Kristen.
No, I think he's talking to you and the Buffalo stripper.
Yes, I did not make out with this Buffalo stripper. Can we stop talking about her? I felt bad. I just showed a picture that she posted on her Instagram story at Hilarities of me and her. I kissed her on the forehead. That was it. I said I'd marry her, and then people like let her. I was joking. I don't know the lady. She's gorgeous. And I go, yeah, I'll marry this chick. And then people like, but I'm done talking about that on fucking shows. Leave her alone. I felt so bad because she's like, people are hitting me up, want me to do their podcast. I don't know these people. She goes, I've been to a lot of comedy shows. I've taken a lot of pictures with comedians, and never has it turned into this, where I'm getting messaged all the time by not even real people, just like avatars of weird shit, like cartoon characters are messaging her, asking her to do fucking podcasts and shit. And it's like, I'm sorry. I go, block me, block anyone that mentions me, and go on with your life. I apologize. So, Dicka89. Kate, why does Gino hate you so much? You turn him down?
First of all, he wouldn't ask me out because he is a Piazza. And his wife is a lady boy that he shipped in from Thailand. Why does he hate me so much? Well, because people continue to talk about me, and people just continue to shit on him. And he has fans, but his fans are less than 3 digits. And he is a pathetic individual. And first and foremost, I want to state that I never got anything out of doing Gino's show. I got maybe 1 or 2 followers every time I went on it. Whenever I go on somebody else's show in this whole stupid world that we call the Dabbleverse, I get way more followers. So has Gino helped me at all? No, none, not a 9 whatsoever. And now he likes to go on shows and call me a dumb twat. He is a dumb twat. Just look at his resume. Look at his resume.
This is going to stay on YouTube because this is going to be my podcast on iTunes for the week. So
yeah, all right, that's fine. I haven't said anything that I really regret.
Yeah, this is so.
But I can
just
hate
take
on
the high road. You don't have to like. You don't have to
right. You take the high road all the time, and you let people shit on you, and you enable their comments. You let them sink in. And you really need to be more confident, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm getting.
Gino is just an utter piece of.
Grizzly Adams, you asked, and now he provided. Fuck, marry, kill. Hitler, Stalin, or Stuttering John.
Well, what are the circumstances? Somebody give me a circumstance.
No, he asked you. You said to him, "Give me a fuck, marry, kill." And he just did. Hitler, Stalin, or Stuttering John?
Well, Hitler and Stalin. You know what?
You have to like kill.
You know what? I just kill Stuttering John. I'd kill him.
Okay, so I have a question regarding the Dabbleverse. What is? I know there's a guy named Shuli. But what's the Shuli network and what's their deal? Like, what team are they on, and why do people hate them? Explain them to me.
I'll raise my hand.
All right, I'll tag Kate and explain.
I'm raising my hand so I don't interrupt Ray. Shuli basically just I can't really say anything bad about Shuli because my dad did Jay Thomas with Shuli for years, and I just remember Ira the weatherman would always be like, Shuli, I love Shuli. But anyway.
By the way, I don't hate Shuli. I was on the listen. You
nobody
did my
said you did.
show on the Shuli network. I used to be on the network. I left the network because him and Brennan were always fighting, and they would use me as a go-between. It's like, oh, you told Kevin I said this, and Kevin's like, you tell Shuli I said this. I was like, all right, this got dumb. But then when I would also do the BS show, like their flagship show, it was more like they would shit on me, like, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm the funniest comic here, and you're shitting on me. I'm the only one working out of all of us here. I'm the only comic actually doing shit, and you're shitting on me. I should be looked at as a guy that's here to raise the brand, and you're like, yeah, Ray's such a loser, right? Like, I would, and it's like, all right, so I left the network. I like the producers, and I don't hate those guys. Like, I get it. They were like trying to do their content, but it just didn't fly with me.
So who's on their network?
Shuli just watches videos of Stuttering John.
Yeah,
and
it's essentially
comments on the video.
show,
It's so redundant. It's just it's nothing original. Like, do one Stuttering John video. It's excessive. Why do you gotta watch Stuttering John every single day and just make fun of him? Like, somebody should just watch the videos of you making fun of stuttering. If that's like the brand you want to make for yourself, it's just absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, like it's kind of like
pathetic.
only has so much to go. But that was the other thing too. Like, I would have my show on there, and my show would do okay, but like I would be like who else did my show on there? I know Kristen did it. Derek Richards was a buddy of mine. Primetime Stein, but like it'd be their shows where they would just shit on me, and so it's like their network fans and like people that were like well-to-do comics would be like Ophir Eisenberg was on my show when it was on there, Mike Kaplan, and like they're just shitting on, like, why does everyone that's watching your show hate your guts? And it's like, I guess because they just shit on me when I'm not doing my show on this network. So it's like, why am I doing this? This is not the brand I want to put for, like, them sitting there like shitting on me. It's like, all right, I'm a more accomplished comic than all of you. And I'm not saying that to be like fucking flex my dick, but it's like, yeah, I've done more shit than all you guys. I had 2 #1 specials in 2023. You 3 combined to have 0 specials. I had a #1 Drybar, a #1 iTunes, and an Amazon album, Life Without Balconies. It's like, I've done more than all you guys, and I'm the guy you're looking down on. Like take a walk. Just
but people also look down on you because you look down on yourself.
No, I'm fine being self-deprecating. That's part of being a comic.
That's like the brand you put out.
Nobody's cool as a comedian. If you're a comedian and you think you're cool, you're not cool. None of us are cool.
There's a difference between being cool and being self-deprecating.
No, I'm very self-deprecating. I'm fine with it. No one's cool.
But if you're self-deprecating and you're fine with it, then other people
who's killing it in stand-up comedy right now? Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is very self-deprecating. Mark Norman, very self-deprecating. That's part of, like, that's comedy. Being able to laugh at your fucking self. That's Chad's problem. He thinks it's too cool for everyone in the room. It's like, you're not, dude. No. You're a fucking dork. No. We're all dorks. If you're in comedy, you're a fucking dork. Every one of us. So he's taking a Gino. That's when I was getting a beer and taking a leak. Sure.
What about Bob Levy? Who hates, like, what side is he on? Is he not friends with Brendan anymore?
No, they're not friends anymore. And I like Bob Levy. Bob Levy's, I still like Bob Levy. He's a very funny comic, and he's a good dude. He opened up for me at my special, which I'm very thankful for. Always been, but because of
this, I'm more curious,
thing,
like, why do him and Brendan hate each other, or they're not friends? What happened there?
Same thing, because he's on the Shuli Network, and he was also on Kevin's show. Well, he would co-host with Kevin, and he's on every single Shuli show. And it was more like, you got to pick, because they're just fighting back and forth with each other. And it's so like, pick a side. And it's like, I don't want to do a podcast. Every time I do a podcast, be like, well, what do you think here? What do you think there? And it's like, this is dumb. I'm out. So that's right. Like, well, here's a weird thing. Like, the reason I guess I kind of like, Brennan is still a better comedian than me. I will fucking acknowledge that. But then Shuli and Mike Morse talking, it's like, Shut up. You guys know I'm a 10-time away, and that's not me being a dick. You know I'm the better comic out of the fucking. Shut up. Shut up. You guys have seen my clips. You've seen their work. You've seen my work of stand-up comedy. Shut up. Like, you know I'm the better comic. So why are you acting like it's weird? Someone trying to talk down to you when they know you're the superior comic. It's like, shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
You just need to have a little bit more like big dick energy.
I just did. I told you I'm a way better comic than that, and that's not me even like fucking stroking my ego. That's just me being just factual. It's like you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to pretend like you're better comics. Like, we know it. Look at the track record. Look at your track record. Look at your broadcasting, podcasting. Sure, maybe, yes, obviously. But we're just talking stand up.
But like look at Pete Davidson. Like Pete Davidson like walks around. He's like, I know I'm pathetic, but he just, you have to have like an energy to you, that there's something about your energy that's just not being like.
Well, it's the different. You have to carry yourself super confidently and then self-deprecate. You can't carry yourself like shoulders hunched in the energy low and self-deprecate. It's too much. So it's like a balance. Like Mark Norman, like he walks around like, hey, I'm a nerd, I'm a loser, but I'm like really cool with myself. And so that's why it works.
I'm like, my wife is super hot. Like you're telling people that you're like this is my friend's treadmill. Like, you just gotta be a little.
I'm owning it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you, Kate. I'm gonna be all right.
You're gonna be fine, but I'm just giving you life advice, man. Because
Kate, why did Stuttering John call you Christmas Day? Did he call you Christmas Day?
Yeah, he did.
Maybe he's wishing you. Maybe he's wishing you a Merry Christmas.
I don't think so.
You're great at translating the chat for Ray. Good job, Fat Arms. He's talking to you, Kristen.
That's me.
Oh, come on, Kristen.
Look how big they are.
Look at them in that hoodie. Just imagine if that was all fat hanging down. No, pero yo hablo español y yo puedo translar el chat por tigo.
James Jameson, sounds like you made an omelet, not real scrambled eggs, Kate. The super chat Ray chipped me of an MLC where you gave Ray the how to get girls course would be gold. Oh, how to get girls? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm confident in myself in that department. I do okay.
But you're not. You need to be better.
Thank you. But yeah,
because you deserve to be better.
Does he though?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, right? I love you.
I like to, I'm just trying to help you here. You just can't deprecate on yourself all the time.
No, I'm Ace. Sorry, I'm late. I know Kate anal about punctuality. Jesus. And they're only doing that because of the fact that you gave a shit about the thing. It's nothing serious.
No, I am about punctuality. I'm a grammar freak. That's the one thing I'm OCD about.
No, guy. Are you talking about smoking wet, Ray? Yeah, like that's like laced with PCP weed. I fell for that. Where it's like, oh, it's weed, but it's laced with PCP, and that's called wet. I just remember, like, I was working in Minneapolis, and I smoked weed with people, and they're like, hey, just to let you know it's wet. I'm like, yeah, fine, I'm cool with it. And then I didn't realize that means it's laced with PCP. So that's Kate, fan test. You filleted a man to completion. You don't have to.
I'm bad at it. So I don't do that. That's for fat girls. Not girls with fat arms. That's for fat girls.
I don't know. I got blowjobs from hot chicks before. Like, it's not these. Yeah,
but they're the best at it.
I've gotten blowjobs from a lot of hot chicks in my day. None recently, but yeah, I have gotten them. Like, you could be a hot chick and get blowjobs. There's nothing wrong with it. Ray Lana's podcast and said they made out. Yes, I did not make out with a chick. I did not make out with that lady, Peter Sky Parker. But like, keep super chatting. Ask me if I made out with her. I kissed her on the forehead. I also didn't marry her. I said I was going to marry her. I'm probably not going to marry her. So yeah, go ahead and super chat me about. Ask me about the marrying her. Jimmy Fallon. Hashtag F Melton F Shuley. I'm fine. They're just doing it for content. Like, I'm not even mad at them. This is like a content thing for them. Have fun with it. I don't give a shit. It's all good. All right, we'll wrap up. You ladies look like you're
I've been having so much fun with you, Ray.
Kate, Ray won't defend you from Melton chat will.
I agree with that super shot. I agree with that.
Yeah, no, Melton's not going to do it. Like, you'll see him in AC if you go. I'm there, and yeah, what? They think he's going to attack you?
No, I'm just saying that, like, Chad will probably be like, he attacks girls like Kate Meaney. Chad said that. And
Chad's
that's
just doing that to
defense
do
of
deflection.
me. So Chad defended me. You didn't defend me.
No, Chad is just doing that to take shit. Like, Melton's going to make fun of who. I can't control who someone makes fun of. Do you get what I'm saying? That's like, hey, can you get your neighbor 4 doors down to quit saying racial slurs? Like, I can't control that. The guy makes fun of me.
Right, you got to stop being the Democratic Party.
No, don't. Malia Simon, who you know, has done this podcast. Guess what? You know why Melton doesn't give her shit? Because she doesn't be like, hey, Patrick Melton, go F yourself. Don't do this, and that. Like, because she doesn't interact with them. That's what they want. The second you give them oxygen. Yeah, so like.
I never interacted with him. Never. Not once in my life did I reach out to that man or say anything bad about that man.
The fact that you're talking about him right now.
The super chats are talking about him, man.
Yeah.
And he's going to do anything regardless.
Yeah.
And so let him keep doing it.
Yeah. Dr. Child Meg G. Hey, Meaney, what's it going to take you to put a baby in you? All right. Well, it's not going to be from you if anyone does it. Dr. Mega G. I'm just catching up with these. Peter
I just looked at the chat and said,
he can't stop. Last night's video is still up. Yeah, it's on my members. It's on my members only. It's not on for free YouTube.
Somebody in the chat just said, Ray, you brought it up, stupid.
Ray, we love you. Thank you, Phil. Hi, Kate. Thank you, Phil McGroin. Jules David. No one on this podcast is part of the Dabblers. Please stop with the stolen valor. What's a stolen valor mean? But I like Jules David. Jules David's a good stolen valor. I've heard that way too many times to not know what it should mean. Stop with the stolen valor. Stolen valor definition.
It's like someone else's achievement. Like it's their, you know.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I'm not part of the. I don't know. The Dabbleverse. All right, that's not true, Jules David, because WATP and Stuttering John are the Dabbleverse, and Kevin Brennan's a Dabbleverse, and like I'm entwined with all this shit. Like, so I think, so to say I'm not part of the Dabbleverse would be weird. That I'd be lying. Like, I am in the Dabbleverse, whether I like it or not. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm in the Dabbleverse, whether I want to be in the Dabbleverse or not. I think I am in the Dabbleverse. So, yeah.
Unfortunately, I am too.
Yeah.
But, I'm better than this. And I got to get out.
Okay. All right. You guys can both. I'm going to just catch up with the chat, the super chats, if you guys want to roll out. But do your plug.
I'll stay for the super chats.
Well,
I'll stay.
Yeah, I just want to read. I just want to get. I'm just 10 minutes behind on the chats. I just want to like read them. But you guys are awesome. Thank. Do your plugs, Kristen. Where can people find you?
Usually in my bed crying. But
all right, when you're not crying.
if I'm not there, on Instagram at Chris Carn. It's my name split in half.
Spell it out for everybody.
KRISCARN. That's my Instagram. And my website is kristenandchill.com. If you guys need help with your lady life, like Ray needs help, I'm sure you guys also need help. And that's what I do. That's my biz. So hit me up there.
Ray, do the C word, Kristen. It's all over the internet.
I saw it.
Yeah, it's got 1.7 million views on my Facebook fan page. So there you go. Yeah, it's done okay for itself. Ray, your mom deserved a better. Thank you, Peter Sky Parker.
But you have sisters.
Yeah. Allegedly, but also really. He got Fred Stoller. I love Fred Stoller. Fred Stoller.
Fred Stoller. We were really good friends for a while. And then he just stopped. He would write to me on Instagram all the time. He did my podcast. We were buddies. And then I think I said something about masks, like being bogus or something. And
that'd be like years ago then.
Yeah, so it's been since like 2020. But I check every now and then to see if he still follows me on Instagram, and he does. He just never interacts with me at all. But we used to DM all the time. We used to text. We would go get pizza in LA together. And then I say something about masks, and he never talks to me again. It's like, what the fuck?
I'll get him back on my podcast. You do it like when I was a kid, he was like my favorite comic. Like he was literally like one of my favorite comedians. He was like a giant deal when I was a kid. I thought it was hilarious. Like, it's like, I'm out of control. You can't stop me. Like I drank milk and it expired yesterday. I don't care. I'll take you down with me. He was fucking great. Like I loved him. Like this is like honestly a few years before I even saw your dad, Kate, like on TV when I was a kid. But I fucking loved Fred Stoller. He's fucking great. He's a great comic. I was a giant fan of him. Chris Baker, SJ can be a donkey, but I feel bad for him. He's had a couple of strokes. Could be a big factor in his deterioration. That a daily 24, of course. Go.
Oh.
Then
I do feel bad for him, but like sometimes you got to do the cost benefit analysis, baby. And
yeah, if you want,
apparently I will stick to the Kevin Brennan world. That's the world I will stick to. You are part of the Kevin Brennan world, so I will do your show. I will even do Chad's show. I will do Kevin's show. Any other show, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to dabble in that world. Won't do anything at Compound. Those people, like, after doing my cost-benefit analysis, just have nothing to offer to the world. They are a flight hazard and a fire hazard and flight risk and a fire hazard.
Peter Sky Parker, Ray,
and I
have more money than you.
At that desk with Gino, I've never laughed once in my life. End quote.
Peter Sky Parker, Ray, I have more money than you have brain cells. No one thinks you made out with anyone. Just not sure why you're refusing to admit that you lied to Jeremy on your pod and said you made out with her. I didn't make out with her, and I'm not going to marry her. Peter Sky Parker. Congratulations on having a bunch of money. You're the man. Allegedly, I don't know what you want me to say. Allegedly, but not really. Sing some Depeche Mode. Enjoy the silence. Good night. Thank you, allegedly, but also really. Seeing if we got any more. What are your plugs, Kate? What do you want to say?
Follow me on Twitter. My podcast, I'm rebranding myself after a much-needed rebranding, and it will be out probably this week. So I will start going live.
Is it still going to be Kate Speech?
You know what?
It's such a good name, but I know, like, did Chrissy give it to you?
Chrissy gave me and was like, yeah, you should do that. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to be. I also just don't think it like rolls off the tip of your tongue. Like people are like hate. It's
not a bad thing. Kate Speech.
I also have a New York accent, so whenever I tell people my name is Kate, they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Kay." I'm like, "Kate." And you know, it's just.
I don't think that's a bad title.
Hi, what's your name? Kate. And people don't normally like. I don't know. People say I have a New York accent. So
There's nothing wrong with that. Ace, Kristen, are you evaluating your life after this?
it's always
Movie.
I revalued it the minute I said yes to do it. So yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
I
just
love
reading-
Ray. I love Ray. I think it's super fun.
James, hey, by the way, this is a good problem to have. Super chats keep coming in. I gotta read them. Kate, if you're ever in New Zealand, have a shed of fuel cans you can smoke in.
awesome.
I don't exactly know what that means, but she's down, James Jameson. And yeah, I'm gonna be in AC. My plans are to, unless the Browns make the Super Bowl. But yeah, there's a chance I might headline Helium that night in Philadelphia. And if that, I can't say no to that if that happens. Like, so yeah, some people are being nice to me in the comedy world. So I gotta take up on this stuff. Kate, you're pretty, but please don't interrupt Peter Sky Parker. Sorry. Peter Sky Parker, he's got a lot of
Parker.
He's got a lot of money. He's got more money than I have brain cells. He wants everyone to know that. Melton went to town on Kate's coke use. Thanks, Ray.
All right. Great. I don't do coke.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you said you didn't. Then again, he thinks I think things literally fall off a truck, and that's how I get them.
Yeah.
So I saw that. It's like, yeah. So
Whatever.
One Furious F. Yo, Ray, Happy New Year. And ladies, Kristen, did you tell Stoller you had a boyfriend, or did you little brother or belittle him?
No, I jerked him off. I told him I have a boyfriend and I'll jerk you off. No, he did my podcast. So I had a podcast about depression, and I'm bringing it back, but it was more when he did it was about depression and like neuroses. And so we really connected over being neurotic messes. And so I don't know. He probably, of course, wanted to, I don't know, hook up, but I guess little brother belittled him, but it was consensual by him.
Yeah, I'm a like I said, like yeah, I was a giant Fred Stoller fan when I was a kid, and like I always thought he was hilarious. So yeah, and I liked him. He did my podcast. I had a great time with Fred Stoller.
Yeah,
like
we
awesome.
we hit it.
I'm a Fred Stoller fan. Allegedly, but also really sings some 4 non-shoes, 4 non-blonde. And I pray, oh my God, do I pray? It's the only 4 non-blonde songs I know.
Wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I
say,
sing for the top of my lungs. What's going on? It's like my favorite song.
Kate, Wikipedia said your dad beat up 2 SAA agents in 2002 after they sexually violated your mother in the security line. Is that true?
Kate told me the story. You told me that story.
Yeah, they did. And Gino would say, "Oh, your father could never beat up 2 TSA agents because he liked taking it in the ass, like you do, Kate, because he is a piazza in the closet, and he likes to call my dad an FA, blah 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 blah, OT, because he's a horrible person." But yeah, no, anyway, it wasn't because my mom, that happened to my mom. It was because I bypassed security operations at the San Francisco International Airport as a 2-year-old. My mom was having we were having trouble getting through security. And
we just lost Kate. In the middle of that story, it says device is not connected. So.
Well, she told me the story semi-recently. I'm a bad listener, but she said he did. I think he did go to jail or something like that. I think so. And it was in the paper.
Okay, wait.
Did your dad end up going to jail, or am I?
No. Okay. So what happened was that I bypassed security operations and I ran through the security gate, and my dad tried to run through to go get me. And so he did. And in post 9/11 America, that, I understand that is against the law. And so he picked me up and held me in his arms, and TSA pointed their guns at me in the face, as a 2-year-old. And so I remember that as a 2-year-old, I had guns pointed in my face.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it was very traumatizing. that it really did leave a lasting impact on me, because the national TSA, there were like 3 like guns in my face. And anyway, they ended up like, and that made a lasting impact on my life. But they ended up arresting my dad, and he went to airport jail, and then he went to regular jail after that.
Oh,
And
so he did get okay.
he
That's what I
did get
thought.
arrested, and my mom and I had to go to like San Francisco County Jail, and she had to post like $20,000 to bail him out.
It's in the paper. Like you pulled it up or something, like an article, like a New York
Yeah.
Post article or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And that's that like to point a gun at a 2-year-old's insane
Yeah.
for
The
anyone. It's like,
moral of the story is that Kevin Meaney got arrested, the man that Gino likes to call like a piazza, but you know, and the other synonymous like offensive term. And it was like it was misinterpreted by the fake news media. And yeah, but he was arrested another time too at an airport, twice actually. After that.
Jesus, well, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Ray lies about women. He's talking about a different. He's talking about a different Ray. It's a different Ray. I think he's talking about Gooch. I think this is clearly
or
Gooch.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, Ray Rice. He's talking about Ray Rice. All that Ray Rice stuff. It's clearly who he's talking about.
But they have airport jail, guys.
I didn't.
It's probably better than the actual waiting area.
He said it was fun. Like I was listening to an interview he did the other day. Actually, I was listening to him on Howard, and he was talking about it on Howard. And Howard goes, he was talking about it and like the whole situation with like my mom there and everything, and you know how I just ran away. And she was like, God, she must already hate you both. She's running away from you guys at an airport.
Allegedly,
I don't think
but
he was
also
wrong.
time to turn bobbleheads around. Get Shorty. Where Danny DeVito gets it on with Renee Russo. James Jameson, no coke, only crack. Turn that frown upside down, Kate Meaney. Peter Sky Parker, remember when you lied about making out with the stripper? I think he's talking to you again, Kate. I didn't make out with the stripper.
No, he's not lying about me.
Yes.
Did you make out with the stripper?
No, I did not.
I've never admitted to it. I plead the fifth, but I think they're talking to Ray in this specific case.
Dr. Child the Mega G, all your stories about women are made up, Ray. Thank you, Dr. Child the Mega G. One for yourself. Ray, you need one more lady, and you could be like Charlie's Angel. Citizen Macros Poppies. Hi, Kate. Can you shit on Gino and Kiki again? They don't like them.
I'm no coward.
All right. I think we're all caught up. Oh, shit. I think we just got one more. No, we're caught up.
Buzzer beater, man.
You guys all give your plugs. I love everybody here. Thank you guys so much, man. Even you, Peter Sky Parker. Oh, shit. Dude, the chat's on fire. So, thank you, ladies, for Grizzly Adams. Was Mr. Meaney a top or bottom? Definitely a power top. A top. I'm saying he's a top.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not something you tell your 2-year-old daughter. Listen, my 2-year-old daughter.
You know, looking at the men he dated, they were pretty masculine. So
maybe they were all tops. They just like
that
fucking
doesn't happen in the gay world. I have a lot of gay friends.
Allegedly, but also really, can you shuli on Gino? I don't even know what that means, but
can you shit on Gino?
I think she already did.
Can you go shuli?
All right. I love everybody. We're wrapping up. Thanks, ladies, for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you guys in AC if everything works out.
Kristen, are you staying up for a while?
No, I'm
Are you going to
exhausted
bed?
from this experience.
From this experience.
No, I'm fucking tired. I'm not.
All right, I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, call me tomorrow.
Ray, your mom wasn't mean enough. Thank you, Peter Sky Parker. Thank you, Peter Sky Parker. That's still coming in. Shuli or John Kate have to do one. Shuli or John. Oh, he's talking to you. Shuli
Casey.
or Casey Armstrong. There you go. All right. I love everybody. That's it. Thank you guys for hanging. Peace.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing it, lady.
Bye.